The Layer's a hard place to live. Real hard. Ain't no soft landing nowhere in it. Smiling at you like it already know your name, already in the room when you walk in. That's the slings and arrows, you don't hear them fly, you just feel that sting and wonder where it came from. Whole layer wrapped in dark mystery. Old magic in the walls. Wizards whispering deals they don't keep. Dragons watching from the shadows, counting bodies like loose change. Succubus love looks sweet at first, then you wake up lighter than you went to sleep. Heart tax, soul pawn. It's war out here. Quiet war. Betrayal wears silk and smile real nice. Same cats break bread with you. Be the one selling your name 2 streets over. This whole thing a stone cold trip, baby. No fair fights, no refunds. So whatever shield you walk around with, it better be battle tested. Not shiny. Not shiny. Not fresh out the armory, I'm talking chipped paint. Bent edges. Blood you couldn't wash off even if you tried. Cause the Layer don't care how fly you look in your armor. They care what's still holding when the smoke drifts off. If you still here tomorrow, still breathing, still standing on your square, then yeah, you's a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
Layer.
Hello, LA Project. Yeah, he's back. Fix my hat. Pedro. Gonclave. Hello. We're in this love together. Got the kind that lasts forever. I was over here thinking about different, thumbnails to make, and Ruthless came through and told me that my thumbnails look evil. I said, no, because if I told you what's really happening right there, would you still think that? So I said, let me go grab up some of the ones he said was evil. He said this one of me being all gold with red irises looked like some evil something. I made myself porcelain. I made myself bust. This is me golden. He said, that looks evil. I'm a golden man with a hat on and a diamond grill and a choker. My eyes are red. It's, the pictures they show where they try to show you all the teeth. And maybe it was the dogs. Hellhounds. Here's Keels in the building. I said, man, is that what people perceiving from my thumbnails? That's crazy work. Because I didn't think about it that much. I'm just thinking about medieval stuff and modern stuff. Then you have today's thumbnail. I mean, today's thumbnail it's hectic. Let's look at that one. There's It's Hectic. I took a spine and I put wings on it and a skull at the top of it. I don't know. Oh, I got the volume off. Let's see, is that better? Or does that just sound crazy? Is that too loud? What's going on with Rapid One Fitness? What's going on, CJ? What's going on, TB Trucking? Your brother says still working. Get that bread, man. If you got access to it, get that bread. With the two hounds. Black people are sensitive. I don't know. Listen. Those are knights back there fighting. It's a red dragon and a green dragon. It's just art to me. Try to be fancy. Let me see. I don't think I have too much more. Or at least not off the top of my head. I try to be unique. And some of these are old that I just went back and retrieved and reusing because it's from the old channel. A lot of interesting stuff. Rechange the emoji because they were too dark and people couldn't see who it is. So I put white backgrounds on them. Now hopefully you can see who it is. Let's do that right quick. Go on the chat and hit them royalty. Thanks. Let me see where the royalty is. We got the king. You got the bishops. Why ain't nobody made nobody the queen? We got another bishop. And then we got oh me. Oh me, oh my. It's a part-time love affair. Stop with me when you're there. I can't wait.
Thank you for the money. Cheese, Fetty, the dough. Buddha, scratch, Skrilla, paper.
Thank you. I thought that thing came up on the screen, but I guess it didn't. Creative Solution 7.0 with the 200 Joules and Sunshine. TMKC was queen last month. A mere 13 days ago. And I be trying to get people to grab their royalty on the first day so they can have a whole 30 days of royalty. When they buy it on the third or fourth day, I'm like, you should have bought it early because I'm not going to remember that you bought it on the third or fourth day. What we doing? We just hanging out right now. We're going to go with it's not fair. Shout out to Raw G, Mind Chaos Brew. This show is not everything from yesterday deserves a place in tomorrow. Let's get it started.
A little bit as y'all come into the door. Hey, KKC. Now, y'all see the title of today's show. Not everything from yesterday deserves a place in tomorrow. So what I'm coming to talk to y'all about in this show is, hold on a second. I think I do. And I did write down notes for this because I want to make sure that the message is heard and heard well. Growth is not only about what we gain, it's also about what we release, redefine, and refuse to carry forward, right? So as you guys all know, you are here with me, Raji, on Mind Chaos Brew. And today I want to talk to you about the painful side of growth. The part that people leave out of motivational quotes, right? Growth is not only gaining new things. Sometimes growth is deleting, releasing, editing, ending, outgrowing, and admitting, yeah, this mattered to me once, but it doesn't belong where I'm going, right? And I'm going to say that again because a lot of people don't truly understand that part about growth. Growth is knowing that something mattered to you once, but it does not belong where you're going, okay? Now, this can apply to habits, relationships, identity, commitments, old arguments, old dreams, and even versions of ourselves that once helped us survive. Not everything from yesterday deserves a place in tomorrow. Okay? Now, for those of you that catch the replay, you could put in the comments, I'm making room. I will be hearting and responding to everybody putting in the comments that I am making room. So let's get into it. There's a couple of parts to this. It's a complex topic, right? Letting go doesn't mean it never mattered. One reason we struggle to release things is because we think letting go invalidates the time we invested. We say, I've spent years building this. I gave that relationship everything. I fought way too hard to walk away. I put too much time into it, into becoming this person. That is the sunk cost trap.
Yeah, see, when I was younger, I used to believe in purging. And even when I got older, I believe in purging. But I had somebody else that believed in keeping a whole bunch of stuff. They say that women are better socially than men. Even in my house, I be getting rid of stuff. Like, okay, we got too many of these. Let me get it down to one. We got too many of these to get down. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. And then I look at my house and I still got too much junk in here. So I'll be getting rid of a bunch of more stuff. And as far as people, like I said, I had my daughter, got married, and got away from everybody. And when I see them, I holler at them, then I get away from them again. Because ain't a whole lot changed from them. They the same place doing the same thing. I need to grow. I need new groups of people, brand new folks maybe. But it'll be business relationship. We're not really doing the friendship thing like that.
Of life. We keep paying for yesterday because we're afraid to admit yesterday's investment cannot guarantee tomorrow's return. Let me break that line down for you a little bit more. Everything you put into yesterday does not mean you're going to get any benefit from it tomorrow. As soon as you start seeing that it's a loss, that it's negative, it's like throwing good money after bad, you have to let it go, right? But something can have been real, meaningful, successful, or necessary and still be complete. It's over with. It's done. A bridge is valuable because it gets you across, right? You do not carry the bridge on your back once you reach the other side. If you have reached the other side, honey, then let me know you're ready. Because some chapters taught you how to speak. Some taught you how to defend yourself. Some taught you what you'll never tolerate again. Some taught you what kind of life you actually want. And the fact that you no longer need the lesson in its original form does not make the lesson worthless. You can say it mattered then, it taught me something, and I am still releasing it. Some identities are built for survival. Sometimes we become a version of ourselves because that version was necessary. Maybe you became hyper independent because nobody showed up. Maybe you became combative because gentleness was mistaken for weakness. Maybe you became silent because honesty was punished. Maybe you became the fixer because chaos surrounded you. Survival identities are not character flaws, they're adaptations. But eventually, we have to ask whether the armor that protected us in one season is preventing intimacy, peace, and growth in the net.
I don't know. Shout out to the intellectuals and the book readers and the ones that take therapy and all that there. Because I ain't doing none of it. Well, I haven't done it since 90. Let's see, I came home 92. So I haven't done it since 93. 93 going into 94. In fact, I think it was from 93 to 95. To 96. Let me see that. 93 to 95. Then after that, we had family therapy and then private therapy. So that had to be 2005, 2006. So 93 to 95 and then 2005 to 2006. That's the only therapy I had to deal with. Personal therapy the first 2 years, then family therapy and personal therapy the other year and something, because it wasn't a full 2 years. And we wasn't going to therapy for a whole year. It was like maybe twice a month.
You cannot hug people properly while wearing a full suit of armor. You cannot receive help while insisting you never need anyone.
Let me see. I need a lot of people, but it's the thing of dealing with them. Disaster Piece Theater VHS, what's going on? Yeah, I'm like a little bit more organized and stuff, and I really like to know who ever it is I be involved with. And since I think you get to a certain age where that is like not a real thing, because I don't even want to date friends. I really don't want to go hang out with you. I like to go to a place that I frequent where people can recognize me, but I don't really have no personal ties to them.
You cannot build peace while remaining emotionally prepared for war every day. Growth is not hating the person you were. Growth is thanking that version of yourself for getting you here and allowing this version to rest. Let's not forget, you have the right to change your mind. The internet makes people feel that changing your mind is hypocrisy. Oh, you was all rah, sparkles and glitter today, so you gotta be that forever. And wrong. Nobody has the right to tell you who you have to be forever. And there's a lot of people on the internet too that like to pretend like they're all calm, peaceful, and serene, and really they're turned up Queens 3000. Okay, they just undercover, which speaks a little bit to, you know, some inner issues that they may or may not have. But if you believe something 5 years ago, somebody will flip the clip, find the clip, and demand that you remain permanently loyal to that old perspective. But guess what? You don't have to. Nobody can make you. They want you to stay that person so that they can quantify who you are. And it's okay to give people a business card and say, hey, that version of me no longer exists. Here's my new card. I have a new address. It is what it is. But wisdom should evolve when information, experience, and understanding evolves. Unfortunately, we live in a world where a lot of people don't really take in information, nor do they understand the information that comes across their face. So therefore, they never evolve. Don't be that person, okay? Changing your mind does not automatically mean you were dishonest then. It may mean that you are more informed now, which is always a good thing, right? There is integrity in saying, I used to see this differently. I understand the consequences more clearly now. I no longer want to participate in that. If you can do that, that's dope. That means that you have an elevated mindset. Hey, Coconut Surreal, how you doing today? Good morning. People who benefited from the old version of you may resist the new one, right? Because like I said, some people are very comfortable keeping you in a box that they can understand. Once you start elevating past,
I can't do that box stuff either. What's going on, Sigma Boy? I can't do that box stuff either. And that's the thing. I just be probably a multitude of books. Probably a multitude of books. Let's see. This is a part of a series of discussions. I don't believe it's from one book. It's probably from a multitude of books. Hello, Angel.
past their level of understanding, that may become uncomfortable for them. Don't let it be uncomfortable for you.
And I think the video is a little bit out of sync, so her mouth is not moving with the words, but shout out to Raw G, the Mind Chaos Brew.
If your lack of boundaries made someone comfortable, your healing may feel like rejection to them. And that's okay. If your reaction gave people entertainment, your restraints may disappoint them. And that's okay. If your constant availability made life easier for others, your boundaries may suddenly be labeled selfish. That doesn't mean the boundary is wrong. Understand that. People want you to stay how you are usable for them, how you are convenient for them, how you are beneficial for them. But life is a one-person POV game, all right? So you can't benefit everybody and be diminishing yourself.
Yeah, I don't do that either. I try to limit myself. Cause there was a time I used to be on all these panels all the time, wearing myself out. Now I barely be on my panel.
Our next guest is a scholar,
How did I
historian,
just
and
do that?
Peabody
Why did I
Award
just
winner.
do that? I don't know why I
Understand
just
that.
did that.
People want you to stay how you are usable for them, how you are convenient for them, how you are beneficial for them. But life is a one-person POV game, all right? So you can't benefit everybody and be diminishing yourself. Now, editing your life is not erasing your history. I want you to think about how an editor works, right? An editor does not declare every removed scene worthless. Heck, some people even put them.
Yeah, some of the scenes are pretty cool, but you try to trim the fat, right? And sometimes when you trim the fat, you might take a little extra. Wrong page. Because it don't, especially when you're talking about a movie, it doesn't fit cohesively. It's a good scene by itself, but it doesn't fit with the whole story. So that's why you see some movies where they have director's cuts and extended versions and alternative endings.
Them on, sizzle reels, the bloopers. Okay. The editor asks whether the scene serves the final story. That's the question we must sometimes ask about our own lives. Does this still serve the story that I'm building? Not did this ever matter? Not did I once love it? Not did people applaud it? Does it still serve the final story? Some things are excellent memories, but poor directions, right? Some people.
Yeah, the earlier stuff that I was talking about before I got married, all that other stuff is all bad. The thing about it though is that it happened. So when you go around and you be transparent and you talk about whatever else, one thing to anticipate is people gonna throw it back in your face because of their interpretation. And that's why I be trying to let people know, you had a right to, talk and say whatever you say. You're a grown person, but you don't know what the fuck you talking about. I mean, that might be how it worked for you. A lot of people are flaky as fuck. They very fickle. They very wishy-washy. They sometimey. But if that's a group of people that you got to figure out how to work with it. I don't let it get me too frustrated. Because I understand, no, that's who that person is. But the good outweigh the bad in most of the situation I'm talking about. In a situation where you don't even have to do nothing. If I just don't feel you, I just don't feel you. Because like I said, my cousin got a cousin, because, family members, this cousin is related to me through his father. So his family that he really be around is his mom's side of the family. I don't be remembering all of them. So this one particular cousin, or his girl cousin, I used to always forget her name because she's not related to me. And my first, dealing with her, she got, one of them attitudes, and that's forgettable to me because if it's not edifying to me, I spit it out. So like maybe about the third or fourth time she saw me, she said, "I'm sick of you constantly forgetting my name." And I'd be like, I try to, keep it cool. So I'm like, hey man, I just forgot. I mean, is it that big a deal? Because to her it might be that big a deal. If people don't remember my name, I don't say nothing about it. I saw a lady that used to live in the area I used to live with back in the day. I believe I was at some store, some Walmart or something, and she walked up to me and she said, I remember you. I remember you. And then she said a name that was not mine. And I said, oh, okay. Shout out to you. I didn't correct her. Just go ahead, keep thinking I'm that person. And I've done it before too. I saw somebody from back in the days like, do you know it's my little brother friend? So I didn't remember his name. In fact, again, another family member, my cousins got a brother on their father's side, but they're my cousins through their mom. So they got a brother on their father's side that they say used to be around us every day. I don't remember him. Seen his picture and all that, but I don't remember him.
Were important chapters, but cannot be the co-authors of your future. Some victories became cages when we feel obligated to recreate them forever. And this is very interesting because this is a pattern of behavior that I see, especially in social media places all the time. Someone finds a niche, they find an audience, they find an algorithm, and they feel slave to the matrix. Ew, I gotta do this, otherwise I'm not gonna be seen. Those are people that want to be counted. And while it's cool for people to really be in alignment with your perspective, if you're a human being, again, your perspective should always be evolving. If you find yourself the same person you were 1 year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, you have to do some self-reflection and ask yourself, is that actually where I want to be?
If I can eat and keep a roof over my head, it don't really matter. Constant elevation cause expansion. I think sometimes you got to empty out your mental Rolodex too. So probably the reason why I don't really be remembering this people because I don't know of anything we did that was productive. So that's another reason I'll forget you. But if we did something productive and we achieved a goal, I tend to remember those people.
You are allowed to edit. You are allowed to refine. You are allowed to say, hey, this no longer represents me. And you don't owe anybody any justification for it. Now, we also need to talk about when inclusion becomes another form of exclusion, right? So sometimes what needs to remain in yesterday is a old definition of belonging. And I've been thinking about this idea for a little while. Inclusion can become exclusion. And that's a pretty heavy weighted theory, right? Now, I'm not saying inclusion is bad. I'm saying that poorly designed inclusion can recreate the very harm it claims to solve, right? People get together in friend groups because they want to fight a cause, because they want to change the world or whatever they tell themselves, right? The inclusion in that group, it goes back to the topic I spoke about the other day with people not being your friends. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner. Same thing goes with groups. If belonging requires everyone to speak the same way, think the same way, agree on every issue, heal on the same schedule, or perform the same version of acceptable behavior, that is not inclusion. That is conformity wearing a friendly name. Because let us never forget, presence is not the same as participation. Access is not the same as belonging. An invitation. Because let us never forget, presence is not the same as participation. Access is not the same as belonging. An invitation does not mean the room was prepared for you. Catch. A lot of people really believe that if they have access or if they're part of the in crowd or the number or this group or that group or whatever, that they belong. You don't belong. Somebody might just want to be using you for something. Some people might just be playing in your face. I think it's very interesting to me. I think one movie that really illustrates this point is Carrie. It's like an 80s movie where this girl was an outcast and then she got invited to the prom. It was an invitation. The room wasn't really prepared for her because at the end of it, she got doused with, a bucket of pigs, blood or whatever.
I just said that while I was muted. That movie was Sissy Spacek and John Travolta. She's supposed to be a young girl who her mother was, harboring and keeping house and overprotecting, and she was repressed to the hilts. So when John Travolta asked her to the prom, which was a setup, so they can get there and drop the blood on her, she took over the whole thing, locked all the doors, and I believe burnt down everybody in that place.
So they were really just inviting her there to act the fool. Another movie that is very indicative of this is Dinner for Schmucks. These people went out and looked for idiots to bring them to dinner so that they could get a prize. Hey, you two before the good morning, good morning.
Yeah, that's another one. Pretty disrespectful. But that's what people do when they bored. Too much money, too much time on their hand.
An invitation does not mean the room was prepared for you. Sometimes a group says...
And thinking about that one in Dinner for Schmucks, I guess you could throw Trading Places in there too. Because they just made a wager for $1 to say that anybody could do the job that Dan Aykroyd had. So they went and got a bum off the streets being Eddie Murphy to come take over the job.
As everyone is welcome. But there's only one approved way to be welcome. You may enter, but you can't ask the wrong questions. You may speak, but only if your story supports the group's preferred conclusion. You may disagree, but only...
So Carrie was invited to the thing as a setup to get the blood on her, and then she had powers they didn't know about. She burnt everybody up. Then Dinner for Schmucks was them inviting dumb people around and then playing with them because they were smarter than them. Trading Places was, we're going to take this man's whole life from him. Take his money, his wallet, close his bank accounts, take his girlfriend, every single thing else, and give it all to this black man. And let this black man take his place. But all for a laugh. Now, he did a Uno reverse on him, and him and that man who he robbed of his identity, money, and everything else, end up working with him because the man they robbed of everything went and lived with a prostitute. It's not Sigourney Weaver. Is it Jamie? I believe it's Jamie Lee Curtis. I think it's similar. That place wasn't prepared for Eddie. It was using him like dinner for schmucks. So he had access, but he didn't really have no power. It was just a game that had a time limit to it.
Ways that do not make anyone feel uncomfortable. You may be different, but your difference must remain convenient. This is where inclusion begins to produce exclusion. It can happen through strict norms. A narrow standard is created for what a good, safe, supportive, or inclusive person must look like. Anyone who communicates, processes, or participates differently is treated as a problem. It can happen through belonging conflicts. People spend more energy policing who qualifies for the group than building a culture where people can contribute honestly. And people police groups from the outside as well. It's not always the interior of the group that is trying to set these standards of belonging and who fits where and why and how. It's outside people too. That's why I always believe it's good to be a free agent. I think it's always best to be amenable and kind to people, but always be able to detach and separate. Not out of malice, because sometimes, as I stated earlier, things no longer serve. And when they no longer serve, you have to do what? Protect your peace. But it can happen through forced labeling, like when a group of friends are minding their business and people put a label on them that they never put on themselves, which is always weird. It could be a person is singled out as the special case, the example, or the representative when they're really not. They are technically included, but constantly reminded that they're not part of the assumed norm. Oh yes, coconuts are real. Catch the replay. Thank you. And it can happen through superficial fixes. The language changes, the statements changes, the rules on paper change, but the culture remains rigid, dismissive, and unwilling to listen. And if you guys catch my previous live, you will hear where I talked about
it's a part of a larger conversation. It's not just this piece right here, but I don't really think this deep. When I don't want to be around, I don't want to be around you. Most times I don't want to be around nobody. I'm just more comfortable at the house. If I gotta go and interact with people, I gotta go and interact with people like I did the other day. I'm civil. I speak to people. I try not to have an angry face. And I don't think very much of, whatever. People seem to be nice for the most part. Not that rigid.
Micro groups within macro groups within whole terrariums. Like, this is a real thing. Sometimes a macro group will police a micro group because a micro group has created their own cultural norms and acceptability. So then their inclusive behavior with one another becomes an exclusion from the macro group, which is really crazy, but it is what it is. That kind of inclusion is exhausting because it asks people to be visible without giving them the safety to be real. And y'all already know, when it comes down to me, if I can't be 100, thou wow, me, I don't want to be bothered. And me being 1,000%.
When I go out and do stuff, even as cool, does it make me feel better? Nah, it's about the same. It is about the same. But then again, I don't really want to lie. To be honest. and I don't feel the need to be a part of a group. It's cool if it can work out. So far, they never worked out. So I accept that about myself. I'm not likable amongst a lot of people.
That means sometimes it's very devastating to people that really don't understand why.
Because they don't understand why you're not like them. They think everybody's a monolith and we all think the same. Hello, my Reed. I believe it broadens your horizons the further you go. If you're one of those people, if that's your thing. Like, let's see, we tried, African food, Jamaican food, Dominican food, Peruvian food. I forget what that is, where we have the Indian food. It's another place that makes a bunch of curries and stuff. They have like a Hindu thing going on up in there. I think I like exploring foods. I'm a bit of a foodie. I like good tasting different stuff. Well, they got that little paste that you're supposed to squeeze it together, and everything is like a saucy gravy type of deal. So it is. There's that. What time is it now? It's 2 something. Let me see. Like I told you, I'll be other places where all y'all be at. Yeah, I think it's Fufu and it's what they call that, Indira or something like that. I can't remember all those different things. It wasn't that bad. I wouldn't call it trash, but I'm not so much one that's into eating everything with my hands like that. Multitasking, y'all. Multitasking.
Because the people that I find myself that I find always have a problem with me, like that find me so devastating. These are the same people that always would scream around how they have the ability to be whoever they are. There's a control mechanism as well. We will talk about that in a later episode. But real inclusion is belonging without erasure. It's participation without performance. It's support without forced sameness. So how do we do better? We focus on people's actual needs instead of forcing one fixed solution on everyone. We build flexibility into the room from the beginning instead of treating accommodations as an inconvenience later. We listen for the people who have become quiet. Hey, Almanaz, good morning. Hey, LV the Showman, good morning. Silence does not always mean agreement. Sometimes it means a person has learned that honesty will cost them belonging. We allow respectful disagreement.
I'm willing to lose whatever that is because I don't want to be some other person. What's going on? Enter the dragon's lair. Yeah, I don't want to be somebody else. I want to be me wherever I'm at. I don't want to shape and form and mold and do, nah. I just want to be me. And I ain't that bad. I just don't want to be a kiss ass.
A healthy community does not require identical minds. It requires shared respect, clear boundaries, and enough maturity to remain human when perspectives differ. And I think that's where a lot of yesterday goes wrong, right? A lot of people in your yesterday will want you to have the same perspective as them. And then when you don't, they'll be animals. I said it. They'll be purely rabid dogs, silverback gorillas. It is what it is. If you cannot maintain humanity when disagreeing with someone, that's also a time for you to do some self-reflection, because maybe you are not fit for human consumption. And a lot of people get to going off in that vein of thought and that behavioral path, and then they become insidious and infectious to everyone around them.
Yeah, I don't want to become insidious and infectious, but I want to be me, and I think I'm pretty cool. And wherever I feel uncomfortable or like I'm being tolerated, I just don't be there no more. I just disappear. I just bounce. And I don't like the situations where when you decide to just bounce, because they know what they're doing. If you have something about yourself, then they want to get upset because it's all kind of rules they got. You could have said this, or you could have did this. We all could have said and did this. The very thing you said to me, you could have done towards me based on the fact you act like you give that much of a damn about me. My phone works the same way. You call me, I pick up. It's been the same number for I don't know how many years. I've always had the same number. It's never changed.
Again, these are further shows that we will be delving into these topics, okay? And we must stop measuring inclusion by how many different people entered the room. Oh, did I say that part? I did. We also asked whether they could participate, contribute, disagree, receive report, and remain themselves once they got there. See, again, if I can't be myself, honey, you keep it. You go and keep it. I don't need it. I don't want it. No, thank you. The goal is not to force everyone to fit the room. The goal is to build a room flexible enough for people to enter as themselves. You know, come on in room. Right, YouTube? Go through fact. Some definitions of belonging helped us survive yesterday, but they are too narrow for tomorrow. And I know.
Yeah, I think that's the truth, because back when I was younger, the whole conversation was about unity. Now, we had, as we had earlier, Reese up here talking about it's hilarious that people think they care about something. Some people are passionately caring about these things. They are not playing around. They serious. When it comes to the FBA, tether, and all that stuff, they serious about that. They be serious about stuff. I be thinking, oh, I thought they was joking.
But tomorrow, in the chat for y'all, so y'all can ruminate on that. Even those of y'all catching the replay. While you're ruminating on that, let's get into the.
Have you ever been invited to a place, into a space, but still felt pressure to erase part of yourself in order to belong? Yeah, I can't do it. And if I tried to do it, I couldn't do it for long.
Next portion of this. Selective responses are a sign of growth. Growth does not mean that you'll never respond to anything, right? Let's be real. Sometimes you're going to respond.
What up, Kelvin Cook?
Sometimes the people, they just going to keep poking and poking and poking until they get mauled by the bear. It is what it is. But it means you become selective. You ask whether the response serves truth, safety, accountability, education, or the public interest. You stop responding merely because someone demands access to you, right? Because that's really what a lot of people's attitudes, behaviors, patterns is, because they don't have access. And in my personal life, I've seen this be really a spike over the past couple of months. People, where's Robbie? Why Robbie's not here? Robbie. Listen, stop saying my name. Mean it. Because unless you're interested in having an honest conversation that's going to be beneficial to society as a whole, I'm not interested. Unless you hit my Cash App. If you want to hit the Cash App, $Butterfly Progressive, you send me some money, then you may be worthy of a response. But more likely than not, no. And I'm going to tell you why. Because every invitation does not require attendance. Every accusation does not require a trial.
Yeah. Let me see. I've been getting invitations now. When I stopped doing all this stuff with folks? 2021, I believe. So the last 5 years, at least the invitations have stopped now. They stopped sending them. Now I don't have to make no promises and none of that other stuff. Because I believe a lot of these invitations I used to get is some plan that I'm just in a group of people. It wasn't nothing like specifically calling me. It's everybody in the family is getting that on that date. Routine, baby, routine. I'm still getting invitations to scout meetings. Trying to figure out how to get that off of my phone.
And every misunderstanding does not require a presentation. Every person who mentions your name does not deserve a chapter in your story.
What up, No Chaser?
Sometimes protecting your future means refusing to keep yesterday's argument alive. Because you do not have to win every old battle. Some battles are won by no longer living on the battlefield. Let me say this again to you. Facts. Some battles are won by no longer living on the battlefield. People want you to stay there with them because that's the only place they feel alive. And for those people, we have to pray for them. I want to say we got to pity them a little bit. I know saying that you pity someone can sound a little harsh, but I think it's kind of pitiful that some people only are alive when they're angry. I wish for them joy. I wish for them peace. What's up, Elevate Me? How you doing this morning? Good morning. I wish for them peace. I wish for them to be, living in the world and letting go of the things that make them so conflicted and worked up inside of their bodies. Like, that's too much. And I'm not gonna hold you. Letting go can still hurt. We often assume that the right decision should feel peaceful immediately. Newsflash, it doesn't. Okay. Sometimes it does not. Sometimes it does not. Sometimes the right decision hurts because you are releasing something that held memories, identity, effort, hope, and proof that you once accomplished something. Grief is not always evidence that you made the wrong choice. Sometimes grief is simply love adjusting to a new reality. You can cry and still continue. You can miss something and know it should remain in the past. You can feel uncertain and still recognize that staying costs more. Healing is not
I don't know too many dudes that tell me about their healing journeys. Um, I don't know. I don't know about a healing journey. What all does that encompass? I think it's all a struggle, if you ask me. Changing your diet, changing your lifestyle, doing something completely different that may be beneficial to you. Most likely, it completely will be beneficial to you. But it's hard because you comfortable in the quicksand that you in. Comfort is bad, right?
Always a beautiful sunrise. Morning is here, the sun is come. Yeah, it's not always sparkles and glitter. It's not. Sometimes healing looks like sitting in a quiet room after finally closing the door and wondering who you are without the noise. Give yourself time to meet that person. That's when you know what I'm saying? You look in the mirror,
Yeah, I spend where we at now? I spent 8 years looking in the window, in the mirror. But I think it's this song right here.
You can win, child. You can't break even. You can't get out of the game.
Yeah, you can't win, child. You can't break even. You can't get out of the game.
be like, hey, girl. You know what I'm saying? Your mirror be like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a good conversation with yourself. Hey, Lady Quantum. Hey, Young Riaz. Good morning. Know yourself. Y'all be out here studying your ops, studying your enemies, finding reasons to be upset, but you don't know a bit more about who you are. Let's kind of leave that in yesterday. And then you got to ask yourself this: what are you making room for? Right? And the credit for this actually goes to one of my cousins. One of my cousins tells me all the time, good morning, C-Free, good morning. Good morning, Lady Quantum. My cousin tells me all the time, you have to start manifesting. You have to start manifesting. And, you know, my cousin's not pushy. I love her to death. She's not pushy. She says things and she plants these little seeds, right? So it's been a few months where she planted this seed. And me, I'm stubborn. I'm hard-headed. I'm not going to hold you. I really am. So I had to sit and really ruminate on it in myself. And I'm like, manifest what? Manifest how? Manifest why? But you know, when you get wisdom from good counsel, you have to take that wisdom. You have to, you know, or you will, rather, if you have good sense. Yes, manifest. It is a beautiful Monday. It is a beautiful Monday. So releasing something should not only be about what you're leaving behind yesterday, right? You have to now ask yourself, what are you creating space to receive? More peace, better relationships, purposeful work.
I think I got plenty of peace. Again, relationships are wishy-washy, flip-floppy. You never know what you're gonna get, like Forrest used to say, right? Let me see. Let me see. I think I'm gonna stop it right there and move over to this thing. Cause that one was called Not Everybody from Yesterday Deserves a Place in Tomorrow. That's what we've been talking about right there. And people giving up some of themselves, trying to, you know, mold themselves into the new friend group they're about to be in. Interesting. We're gonna go to this. Somebody's saying a lot of things. I'm looking at them as the new. Let me see something right quick. We are looking for this one. And then this one. Okay. When a woman's fed up. Let's see. Why aren't you working? Let me see. Let me see. It's a lot going on, baby. We are going over to Chizazed. Women are liars. Says Kendra G. Goes ballistic after a woman downplays Michael B. Jordan.
At war with their female audience following a disagreement they had about a particular topic that led to this video captioned, "Women are liars." Women are liars.
Look at this. And y'all gotta help me understand this. This weirdo say, don't mess with me. Most black people are scum, but I don't get it. I often speak about my healing journey on my channel while holding myself and my men accountable. I also speak about relationships. You trying to get somebody to join that lame ass channel? Just leave your channel in the chat. Mod, leave John Galt, the Slumlords channel in the chat. He trying to get some subscribers. What's going on, Eda Man? He nuts up when he talks about me, but he over here on my channel trying to get some subscribers. So y'all, somebody put John Galt channel in the chat so he can get some subscribers. Let's see. I want to be here. After y'all put his channel in the chat, time him out for 5 minutes so he can rest in his pronouns. Let me see. Oh, that's not him. Okay. Let me go up here. We got a fake John Galt channel. That's interesting. Oh, that's not him. This is called the Urban Lounge. Okay, this is not John Galt. Okay. Never heard of the Urban Lounge. Let me see. Come on, technology. That's all this scrolling for. No, I don't recognize him, brother. Let's go full screen. Picture's blurry there. Let's try another one. Y'all give me a little bit of patience while I try to figure this here out. Vertical, vertical, vertical. Let's go just live. Okay, this is a little bit bigger. Damn. No, I don't recognize him. I thought that was John Galt. What's going on, Lord ADS? What's going on, Smitty? We coming back into the thing now. Let's see. We're gonna hit the entree button.
Come on in.
Playing, it's always a treat when players leave.
I thought that was John Go. What's going on, Eater Man?
What's up? What's up? What's up, old man? Ain't seen you. Nobody ain't called me a waterhead in about 3 weeks. I had to come check on you.
Oh, okay. We are over here talking about healing and not erasing some of yourself to be a part of friend groups. And you know how people buddy up with you to, lure you to their panel or whatever else to then rip into you.
Oh yeah, it's YouTube predators. That's what I call them. It's some YouTube predators in this space for sure. They're like, oh, come over. I'm not gonna do this, and then as soon as you get there in front of their crowd, they go total nuclear on you. You're right about that.
Oh yeah. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
That's why people don't be seeing me on too many panels as much more either.
Well, I'm learning the more I see YouTube, because I'm not a YouTuber, right? But I have been here long enough to like kind of perceive what's going on. I think a lot of people want gotcha moments and not actual conversations.
Yeah.
And just listening to like people go, back and forth. I've been watching streams and I close my eyes, Nightish, and I say, what was that conversation really about? And I realized
a performance. It's a performance.
Absolutely. A lot of it.
I think a lot of it is scripted.
Substance.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is scripted. They need a good guy and a bad guy. And yeah, everybody, I understand. That does not say urban landlord. That says urban lounge. I can see it is not urban landlord. I just wasn't paying attention to it that close. Whenever I see urban first, I think John Go. Because he also pops over here with the BS. And if you want to be tortured, go over there to CT. I was over there listening to Keon talking about chaotic. I think you don't like me no more. I'm like, this is a grown man saying this.
I think Urban Lounge is a podcast is a white man too, though.
No, it's a black dude. It's a black dude.
Oh, it is a black dude?
Yeah.
What made you think just because he got urban?
I didn't look at once I saw urban, I just automatically thought urban landlord. But yeah, it's a black dude.
But I just be listening to people. I just don't understand why people act like degeneracy is only black people, man. If you've been around white people,
that's people in general. I think it's that in everybody.
Yeah, that degeneracy is in everybody. It's like it's in Mexicans, it's in Asians, it's in all of them.
Yeah,
I just think that black people promote their degeneracy to the public a lot more.
They talk about it a lot more.
What's promoted too? I mean, like even through our music, like when you listen to, for example, country music, it's a lot of degeneracy in that. But what they do is they don't promote it as their number one. I feel like we promote it as our best. Well, not us. Whoever control the media. Let me say that. Promote it as that's who we are.
Yeah. Okay, so the propaganda machine.
Yeah, because like growing up, I don't remember seeing a whole bunch of black doctors or black lawyers on TV. We didn't see that, but we saw a whole bunch of Bundle Jason Park rappers and all that kind of stuff.
I'm trying to think. Black doctors on TV. Black lawyers on TV. Yeah, I think we was designated to like snitches and robbers and maids, and because Give Me a Break, that was Nell Carter. She was like a nanny or something. What's happened? We don't know what her job was, but she was always tired when she got home.
Yeah.
George had a successful cleaning business. Fred had the Sanford Arms. Doctors and lawyers. It had to be some. I just can't think of them.
Yeah, so that's all my position is that propaganda machines paint black people to be worse than other races, but we know that's not true. Like even Like this idea that I've been hearing this narrative. If you go to the trailer park, it's this kumbaya in the trailer park.
Oh no, it
I'm
ain't.
like, I'm like, have y'all ever been to a trailer
one
park?
of that's one of them. Oh yeah, that's right. Cosby was a doctor. His wife was a lawyer.
And you see what they did to our only doctor.
And
What
then
they did to him.
you had his different world, so they were all college kids.
Yeah.
What you had living single. I believe that one of them was a lawyer. Queen
Maxine,
Latifah
right?
had a newspaper company.
When Maxine the
Yeah,
lawyer?
Maxine was the lawyer. Yeah. And then the dude that was always messing with, not Overton, the other one, the dark skinned dude. Wasn't he a lawyer too?
I don't know what he did. We still don't know what he did.
Mm.
Black men typically they tell us what the black men did in Living Single. Tell me what job any of the black men in Living Singles did.
Overton was a janitor.
Oh, okay, yeah. We they gave us the janitor job. Sorry.
I don't remember what his roommate was, but he was always singing in overdress. So I don't remember exactly what he was.
Yeah. I see you getting ready to show that Kendra G turned on the sisterhood.
Kendra G is the new Kevin Samuels, but because she a woman, they don't say that. She had a thing with Earn Your Leisure, which was a mixer for women to come find them a rich man. I don't know how you mix them two together, but it was like 100 women to 12 dudes. Even though it was Earn Your Leisure, them Earn Your Leisure people wasn't trying to go down to whatever this dating thing was. I guess it was coming some like a speed dating type of thing.
Okay. I what I was looking at, I thought that yeah, I can see it. I just think that a lot of people need to just be with average people. When people start realizing
They
you know what, I'm just average,
they can't. They've been promised they could get better. It's
I
a
think they're lied
stalemate.
to. They've been lied to, man. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
One thing I liked about Kevin Samuels, everybody said that he talked down on people. I think he just told everybody they was average. Like
Yeah.
when I see him rating people, he didn't tell people they was 2s or 1s. He
Nuh-uh.
said, "Hey, you're a 4, you're a 5, you're a 6, you're average. You know better than an average woman." And then I think some people looked at that as negative. But when is calling average people average negative?
They looked at it as negative because what they wanted was somebody to tell them you deserve everything. They didn't want somebody to tell them that you deserve water is salt its own level, and that person that you with is you. That is you. That's what you're supposed to be with. So
I
when
know-
one was coming on there with a sob story about this horrible man they was with, but no, you picked him, you was with him, you was sleeping with him, and all this other stuff. So no, he's not all that bad. He's just not going to be beyond that. So that's why I used to say no. He makes $48,000 a year. Period. Well, he gonna grow or he gonna age? No, he makes $48,000.
Yeah. But the older I get, Niners, the more I think that we all fall for the trap. Like this money is not as important as we make it, big dog.
I think if you can maintain the basic necessities and try to get a couple more dollars, that's one thing.
But what do
for-
you need a couple more dollars for? Like just think about a person that
I need a couple more dollars to be able to save some money. I want to be able to have more than a couple of 6 months of whatever reserves.
But why though? Why?
Just in case.
Your money guaranteed for the rest of your life.
Whose money's guaranteed for the rest of your life?
Yours.
No, it's not.
Don't you get Social Security?
Nah,
Oh, not yet.
I'm 56.
Oh, okay. Well, no, this is in my mind how I'm looking at it. In so many words is, I'm starting to think being average or a little bit above average is like cool. Like I just know so many rich kids who don't. Rich people that don't even know their kids. I know so many people who like really go get the bag who really don't spend time with their family.
Yeah.
And the older I get, and like even like the lies I've been hearing, that, you know, to raise a child, it costs $3 million. Where? How the hell all y'all got raised in? If it's $3 million to raise a child in Irish, where all these goddamn black people came from?
Back then, I think a lot of black folks, people came from the South, and they came with their Southern mentality. So mostly everybody I knew when I was younger had a garden. They was growing cabbage and greens and potato, and this is all stuff that grows really fast. You really have to like barter and share. So they literally was doing that. I'm gonna grow the potatoes, tomatoes, garlic, onion, blah blah blah. You're gonna grow the green beans and blackberries and whatever you can grow, and we're just gonna swap stuff. I remember in my grandma's house, they used to have this time where they would just be canning, making apple butter and jam and preserves, and they had all these mason jars. They would put their all that old school stuff because they wanted it as fresh as they possibly can get, and that it wasn't processed. And if they was thinking that way 30 years ago, I don't know what's happening with us now.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm just trying to understand. Like, I hear people say they need all this money. They need all this money, and their kids. Like, I'm just telling you, like, the older I get, it might be just me, but when we start trading money for our time, what we start really realizing, especially doing something we don't enjoy, man, what we start realizing it's not a good deal.
Yeah, it's a better deal when you can actually be with your loved ones. It's way more fun sitting in the backyard throwing a football with my son. It's way more fun building, adding something to the house. It was way more fun the time we had to spend together. All that time where you in school and I'm in work, that's just a hustle and bustle.
Yeah, it's a rat race. Like you running on the treadmill, not really accomplishing nothing.
Yeah.
And then you really look at it, most people, they get their money and within 24 hours of them getting paid, it's gone.
Yeah.
So like you really just working to live in that house that you really can't afford. That's all
exactly.
I'm saying.
Exactly.
So,
but people think that they deserve to have the American dream still. How they get to it, you hear everybody talking about they got to get it out of the mud, which is wild to me because even those people that get out of the mud, you hope the best for them, but they end up getting it taken later on also because of their ill-gotten gains.
I feel it. So yeah, let me see this video. I want to see what Kendra G. I want to see Kendra. Kendra stands for Kevin. G stands for gangster.
She be dolled up though. The wig, the eyelashes, the implants, always dressed like she going to the prom or something.
Well,
Can you believe that?
Hold on, pause. I truthfully think there's nothing wrong with a woman wearing all this stuff because men have proven over and over again that's what they really want.
Yeah, I don't want to wait that damn long for you to get all that shit together. I'm more into like a homebody type girl, almost a country girl.
I get what you're saying, and shout out to you. But the majority of the men saying they want these long eyelashes, they want these wigs.
Oh yeah, they love hoes.
Women. Yeah, like this idea that they don't want these women is crazy. Like the moment women stop getting men with all this stuff on, they'll stop winning. But what we have learned is it's not a shortage of men that's willing to tolerate with this. So we always talking about what men want. Nah, that's what you want.
I've seen dudes talk to women in dingy pajama bottoms and bonnets. So you don't have to do all that stuff to get no dude. Yeah. That's a competition amongst women looks. Dudes will take you as you are. Long as I keep saying it's not the way these folks look most of the time, it's the attitude.
Oh yeah. And I think back in the day, that's why it was a whole bunch of heavy set ugly women had men, is because they had good attitudes.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
They know how to make some good oxtails and neck bones and all that other stuff. They know how to stretch a dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see now.
People to make such a bold and, let's be honest, it's kind of harsh. How dare you talk about modern women this way? Who would expect that this would come from none other than Kendra G? I mean, check out this comment from this gentleman who's also surprised. He says, fellas, I think Kendra is starting to understand ball. Now, let's be honest. We love seeing delusional women getting forced to drink a much needed cup of coffee.
I think Kendra, while she talk crazy about dudes, also wants a male audience. I think this is a grift also because the stuff working with the women's don't look like it's working out so well. She can get them together, but she can't fulfill the promises that she makes to them.
No, what she's doing is she actually I think she always had male audience. Let's be clear. She have always had male audience. Matter of fact, we see males on the show. The problem is what she's trying to do is to move away from the male that is the player who's just trying to sleep with all the women in her group to kind of some men that have some substance. And
She's
for her to be-
seeking, like I said, water seeks its own level. She's seeking her own level. That look that she got, that scammer African boyfriend that she had, that is the man you can get. All these rich dudes you talking about, you gonna get or get them women? Okay.
And then I think
Corey told her years ago when she was on the radio, he's just gonna wait for her to go in here and accept it. You know, it's over with, and she come running into his arms.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying is that what she realizes is, see, the difference it's all cooling in when you just giving out free advice on the internet. But once you get an app, once you get a dating app, and now you start doing mixes and mingles, now you gotta prove with your results the stuff that you're saying is valid. Because now your dating app, if it's not successful, people not getting together, what does it make you look like? It makes it look like you don't know what the hell you're talking about. So now she got actual data. Think about this. She can go into her dating app and look at actual data of what's happening in her community. She have to adjust. If she don't adjust, she'll look like a fool.
I wonder if she adjusting, because I don't think that's what's happening.
I think she's adjusted. I think she's trying to say, I think she want to be able to say, hey, man, I'm getting 20 to 30% of the people who get on my apps getting together and they becoming couples. What she realized, she created a POF. You know what they doing on that app?
And the fish, they just banging.
They just banging on her app. And she's trying to be able to make some meaningful relationships. But for her to make those meaningful relationships, guess what she have to do? She has to change the women.
That ain't gonna happen.
We gonna see. Let's see what she talking about.
Yeah. That is Jack Nicholson from the movie Anger Management. Here we go.
Coffee now and then. But I actually think this is a very interesting conversation. So this all began with this post that read, Oprah Winfrey Network taps Kendra G to host their new digital dating series. For those of you who don't know, Kendra G has a new dating show on the OWN channel. And I'll be honest, it's actually not that bad. Number one, I think overall, most people are drawn to these type of shows, the dating shows in particular. And two, there's actually coffee served. Believe it or not,
them people on that show is going to do exactly what Eda Man said. That is another high production, plenty of fish. They just going to bang and then they're going to tell you about how it went wrong.
Kendra G does serve some coffee. So I'd actually recommend that you guys go check it out. So the question is, what led to Kendra G saying women are liars? All right, so what led to Kendra G saying that women are liars? We've got to start out with how this show works. From what I see, it starts out with a female guest. And on the show, she gets introduced and she goes on a date. You actually see her going on a date with a man, and then they discuss it, and she then gives her experience and feedback.
So how's that different from Pop the Balloon? They go on dates, and then they got a second part where they come back and discuss the date they went on, what went wrong, and all this stuff. All these shows are the same shows. I don't know why they're trying to make it seem like it's something new, and it's overproduced.
Well, I think it is a little bit different. The reason it's different is because it's almost like matchmakers are putting these two people together. It's not you choosing from an aesthetic point of view. So we gotta look at it in that aspect.
Oh, you've seen it before? You seen it before?
I heard of it. I haven't seen it, but it's like they get a matchmaker and they put two people together on a date. It's not you walk down the aisle and choose your mate. They're choosing your mate for you. You just showing up to the first date.
Okay.
So it's almost like India. I don't know if you study Indian culture. They get a matchmaker. They bring you two together and say that.
Oh yeah. You talking about arranged marriages?
Yeah, it's kind of almost like that. Y'all look good on paper. Let's see if after the first date that y'all have chemistry.
I don't think they care an Indian thing whether you got some chemistry. This is your wife and this is your man. And it's been your wife and your man since y'all was kids.
They do care.
The two families
care.
They care about it, the arranged marriage, if they like each other, whatever else.
Yes, they do. Well, this is what they care about, right? And this is why it's such a big thing now, is that families are not only finding one suitable mate. Back in the day, it was just you find one suitable mate you had to take. Now families are saying, let me find a couple different options for you to choose from. And then so you can actually choose which one that you feel like you're more compatible, but all of them are viable options.
Okay. Sound like a bourgeoisie D9. We need to know 3 generations where your grandfather, your father, your great grandfather went to college yet, how long you've had money in the family, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely arranged marriages have got modernized,
Yeah.
but it's still arranged though.
Let's see.
About that particular date. So
She's 42. Wait a minute. Let me see what that thing said again. She's 42, a media host, a mother of one, and looking for a loyal, trustworthy man.
Oh yeah, she lied.
date. So on this
Kendra
particular
telling the
episode,
truth.
we find out that this first female guest works in entertainment, and Kendra G asks her, "Hey, what would you do if a celebrity like, let's say, Michael B. Jordan, asked you out on a date?" To which she responds, "Michael B. Jordan is not my type." It wasn't just that she responded that Michael B. Jordan wasn't her type. It's this woman's disposition from the beginning of this actual episode through the date to the very end. It's a disposition of pride, haughtiness. You know, this like
I don't know why you would try to change your mind, though.
Because
People
she's
have
lying.
People have decided that Michael B. Jordan is not cool because he confronted that girl that used to mock him when he was younger and said he was weird.
No, what she's saying is she's lying. What she's saying
No.
is that
I understand this right here, but I'm saying in general, the conversation has been amongst a bunch of women since that confrontation with Michael B. Jordan with that girl on the red carpet that knew him when he was younger. They used to clown him and say he was goofy, then try to smile and do an interview with him, and he had to let her know, you don't remember me when we was younger? You used to say, and she said, "We never said that." Y'all definitely did.
she
definitely
was
did.
lying too. That's what I'm saying. Them women lying too. Most of them women, if they're in the situation for them to get Michael B. Jordan, they taking them. Don't let these women lie to you.
Let's see what she said.
I'm better than everyone else disposition that a lot of modern women like to give off. And Kendra G, in shock, says, "So you wouldn't even go on a date with Michael B. Jordan?" And she's surprised by this woman turning down Michael B. Jordan. And so then she goes and talks about it on her actual social media page. And to her shock, the majority of the women who follow her say, yeah, Michael B. Jordan is not attractive. They wouldn't give him the time of day. Shocking, maybe to Kendra G, but to us who understand the dynamic here at play. Like, if you understand, you know that when Michael B. Jordan gets brought up, there's a lot that goes into that conversation. Just to name a few. Number one, we know how most black women in particular feel about Michael B. Jordan and his history of dating. Many of them look at him and they're like, hey, he dates white women sometimes. And so overall, we're just going to shun him and say to us, he's not that attractive. So if you date outside your race and you are a public figure, an actor, they just put you in a category of not attractive. And then came the corny allegations from the past, right? Women who typically look at someone like Michael B. Jordan and they don't have the type of attraction that they would have if he had, let's be honest, a felony, if he was maybe accused of DV, was a bit more street. You know exactly what I'm talking about. They'll try to deny all this, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then there's this third point, and the fact that he's pretty much now shitting on their greatest street warrior, 304 warrior, Lori Harvey.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
And before you say, yo, man, you really jump into conclusions, there's no way they're all thinking about those things you've mentioned. Check out some of these comments. A quick word from the sponsor of our channel.
No, let's get to the comments. Shout out to his sponsor.
Goes on to say, on paper,
If Lori didn't want him, then why would we?
Well,
This
the
is
funny
that
part
group
about
think.
it is Lori-
This is this group think stuff. Fellas, I think Kendra is starting to understand. We need a dating show called For the Love of Pookie. The show will feature women trying to find their, I don't know.
he sounds good, but who knows how that man behaves? He's not as fine as people make him seem. And here's the thing. I understand the perspective of, hey, we don't know how he actually is like, right? I get that. I get looking at somebody going, we don't know how that person actually is like in real life. I get it. But the irony.
And hello, Jones for more. Jones for more says he isn't attractive. We're not talking about attractive though.
We talking about going on the
We
first
talking
date.
about going on a date and talking about like. Here's the thing: people be like, "You got to get you a baddie. You got to get you." No, it's about her mindset. It's not about how she look. I'm willing. Hey, I'm willing to date a 4 if she got the proper mindset. She don't have to be the finest thing walking around. All y'all that want these hotties and all this other stuff. Every time I see a hottie, it's an attitude with it. I'll pass on attitude. Who wants to argue?
Yeah, it's okay. These women lying, man. These women trying to paint this picture that if Michael B. Jordan got in their inbox, they ain't going. Most of them lying.
I don't know if they lying. I don't really give a shit because I think they just be trolling. They just want to say, I agree with some fuck shit. Like a lot of these niggas be on there agreeing with some fuck shit. Hey, man, you better be mean to that bitch. Or, hey, man, that's some fuck shit too. Be mean to your girl. You a trick to your wife. All this, a lot of this shit they be saying be sounding insane. But
You know, this is, we know what a lot of their baby daddies are like. We know what a lot of the men that use and abuse them are like, and they choose them anyways. Are you guys following me here? When it comes to why didn't you pick the better guy? Why didn't you marry before you carry? It's, there's always excuses. Marriage doesn't guarantee anything. Who knows what that good guy's actually like? But the man who's a glaring red flag and was a glaring red flag from start to finish, you just let that man have his way with you, didn't you? And let's not also forget how frustrating it probably is for someone like Michael B. Jordan to see these chicks like this who are leaving comments on here of, oh, I wouldn't date him either, so on and so forth. And we know for
I got a strong feeling that Michael B. Jordan is not reading this stuff.
Yeah, that's a fact. I think Michael B. Jordan can have whatever woman he wants.
Pretty much. Here go an interesting one. How do you say this one? Who gonna win?
L.A. or Roman?
No. OKOIBKNM. I don't know how you say that. Yeah. That person. Hello. Let's see. Let's see what these overdressed people that's spending all this excess money got to say.
fact, number one, let's just keep it real. I don't believe him. I don't believe that if many of these men they talk about reached out to him through DM that they would turn down a date. But number two, he's not giving you a chance. In fact, let's come back to reality. But of course, let's check out Kendra G's response to her audience who pushed back. Let's get it.
A girl on the first episode said Michael B. Jordan isn't good enough for her.
Michael B. Jordan reaches out and says he wants to take you on a date. You're saying no?
He's not my type. It's not even about her no more because now I'm seeing so many comments from women that agree. And they feel as though I'm crazy to be shocked that Michael B. Jordan is not her type. So a man who is a hard worker, in shape, love his mama, ain't got no kids, can't get a date? You do less for Pookie.
Oh, she's about to go off. She's about to go off, and you know what? I'm gonna let her do it. I'm gonna talk afterwards.
Pookie could call you from jail.
Oh shit.
Run up your phone bill.
Let's turn that up.
Borrow your car to go pick up his other woman.
I
Can you
think that's
pause it for
old
just a
school.
second? But can you pause it? For anybody to say that Michael B. Jordan can't get the woman he wants, remember he had Lori Harvey. People focus on he didn't sustain the relationship, but he had her. So this idea of he can't get, I don't know why people make these statements. Oh no, he can't get Lori Harvey. He had her. Now, however that relationship fell out, we could argue that he couldn't sustain her, but without a doubt, he had her. And he done had a whole bunch of them. It's almost the argument with Klay Thompson. Oh, Klay Thompson can't get no woman. Yeah, a lot of these people sound like Boo Boo the Fool, bro. But they is lying. Kendra G is right. Most of them lying.
Let me see. We got a guest in the building.
Come on in.
Playing, it's always a treat when players leave. Just
What up, Lord ADS?
What up,
Sir
Titus?
Lord ADS.
What up, Eater Man? How y'all doing this evening?
Pretty much.
Breathing.
the crazy part about people say he didn't have her because he didn't marry her. If you think we gotta marry a woman to have a woman, you are boo boo the fool. I'm just gonna tell y'all have no idea how this works. A lot of men done had women that they did not marry.
Okay, so he proposed her and she said no.
He still had her.
Hello,
I'm not saying that he's
Lucy
perfect.
Pearl Bailey.
I'm not even saying he's perfect in a relationship. I'm not saying that he can sustain a woman. I'm telling you, he can get them. He got Lori. He proposed to her. Let's say everything American trading in his hand right. He proposed to her and she said no. Well, what about the 2 years that he had her? He had her for 2 years. She decides she want to go back to the streets. This is crazy. If that's the case, all y'all dudes who just be getting these women and they ain't never been married, y'all ain't never had no woman.
Yeah, these people in the chat just be on completely different stuff that don't have nothing to do with what we talking about up here.
But
this stuff is more about just arguing with you that I'm seeing in the chat.
So yeah, but let's go back to the video. What I am listening in this video is what I think
it's not even that complicated. She merely is saying, are you saying average woman running around there 7, 8, and 9s, because y'all not like supermodels that you wouldn't even get this man a date? Like for example, if I'm talking to a woman, I'm not trying to impress you. I don't give a fuck if you impress or not. If you don't fuck with me, let's just establish that early so we don't waste each other's time.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of these comments in the chat, I be thinking is just trolling shit, because they say shit that people say to women on here. Yeah. So people say to women on here, you can't keep a man, so blah, blah, blah. So you hear a woman come on here and say, well, he can't keep a woman. Every woman ain't meant to be kept. Every man ain't meant to be kept. Sometimes people are seasoned. Y'all heard this shit before. You know, it might take 6 months to a year before you come out your bag and be the complete bitch that you are. But we got to get you to come up out your bag so we can understand what the dynamics are. I come in hot. I come in. People say, you going to talk your way up out of some pussy. Yep, for sure, because I'm coming in hot. Because I don't want you to be in 6 months. No. I'm coming in from the get-go the way I am. Yeah. We're going to establish, you don't fuck with me, and then we're going to be cool with each other, because I'm not finna lie to you.
I just want to go to some of these people pages and see the man they with.
They with regular dudes.
Yeah, I want to see the guy you was willing to give a date that you just think about some of these women. Some of these women with the most basic dude out there who don't pay her no attention. We see them in Olive Garden together, and she say, well, I give him a date, but I wouldn't give Michael B. Jordan a date. It's crazy.
I don't know. I say to each his own. Let them say whatever it is that they say.
And I would say this right here. If y'all want me to look at Michael B. Jordan dating history, show me yours. Show me the last 5 men that you've been with, the last 5 women you've been with. I'll wait. Because what do your dating history say about you? And we going by dating history.
Are you going to be honest about, because I don't think people date like that no more. I think they be in situationships. And a lot of them is out here giving $40 up. Maybe $40 is a baseline. Corey Holcomb said he give up 3.
Tell me what prison system your ex in, and then we'll compare him to Michael B. Jordan. That's all I'm saying. Like Lucky said, her man is beautiful. I don't think
he better be to you.
I would want my woman to describe me as beautiful. What about you, LDS? Are you beautiful?
No, sir. I am not beautiful.
I am. Fuck y'all.
He said, she said, he's beautiful. He's gorgeous.
Let me see. Bring it back up. And what we two? Oh, we ain't it. Okay.
And that man can't get a date with you.
Damn.
The man that won an Oscar can't get a date with you.
Kendra, what's happening to you? What's happening to you, Kendra G? You're changing.
She
You're
having a
not gonna like
red
that.
pill moment.
When you putting money on Pookie's commissary, you
That's
picking up Pookie's kids while he in jail. You babysitting with the other baby mama. And the man that won an Oscar can't even get a date with you. You had a baby by a man who ain't got no job.
Right,
Sleeping on using your credit card.
right.
And you telling me the black superhero in Black Panther can't get a date with you? Check out the foot.
All right, so, and I know a lot of people are going to say, well, they kind of have a point. Not everyone's attracted to Michael B. Jordan. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's either one of two things. I'll explain it this way. With modern women today, there are typically two major problems. Number one, mass delusion. When I say mass delusion, I'm talking about like mass delusion when it comes to understanding the type of men these chicks qualify for. Mass delusions. Number two is being attracted to like these pseudo masculine qualities. Again, if he was a felon, I really do believe this. I've heard chicks say he's corny, he doesn't have enough edge to him, he needs to be more street. If he had more toxic attributes, they would find him more attractive. And this is across the board, man. You can go find me a chick who's a doctor. You can go find me a chick who's a nurse, a police officer. Majority of them are out of their minds. We're going to read more comments here. We're going to come back. But you may be wondering, well, what was her type? She says she's more of a Boris Kojo type. Do you get what I mean when I talk about mass delusion? Like if you hear women talk about the type of men that they're looking for and they're attracted to, they start naming people who you know they're not currently dealing with at all. Like imagine how ridiculous as a man you would feel if people are asking you what's your type and you say, oh, like Beyonce.
Hello, Bridget M. Well, some dudes do talk like that.
And they goofy too.
They talk exactly like that. I'm fucking with Kelly Rowland. Beyonce ain't even that bad to me. Kelly was the one. They do talk like that. I can get any bitch. Look, put her around me and let me holler at her.
And
now I know from childhood up until before I got married, I talked to lots of women. And women that I didn't think was all that great because I talked to a lot of women.
See,
rejected me on, and I was shocked that they rejected me. I think they thought I was gonna get some kind of negative response. I just kind of tilted my head and went, interesting, and went on about my way.
The problem
because you hollering at everybody.
And the problem is not that one actor is more attractive than the other actor. You don't look like you can get either actor. So why are you even talking about it? That woman they brought up on that show.
Because somebody showed little light bright that she was fine since she's been a little girl.
Man, somebody lied to her. Somebody lied to her.
And that's that right there is a big piece of the problem. These little light-skinned heifers around here think they pretty forever. It's wild to me. These little light-skinned heifers, and
let's keep it 1,000 though. Some of these light-skinned girls, if they was dark skinned with the same feature and everything else, wouldn't be considered pretty at all.
Facts.
It's some weird little light-skinned chicks out here that I don't know who told them. And what's happening with these young ladies' hairlines? Why they got 5 heads and 6 heads? And they got their hair all brushed down in gel to make baby hair don't start way back there.
I don't care what you say. Rihanna got a sexy forehead.
When you pull the top of your head, all the hair on the top of your head to the very tip for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, your hairline going to recede. You know, they be stretching that little hair they got. Oh my goodness. I mean, you talk about, and they'll put any type of weave in that cover. It's just
like LADS, right? Let me ask you a question. Who do you think like the top female actor in the game is today?
Top female, white or black?
Sure, if using the white people, cool.
It was the article about Scarlett Johansson and
I was about to say Scarlett Johansson went for as white people. Now, black people, I'll probably say What's the lady that used to be on that show, How to Get Away with Murder? They cry and she looked crazy. What is her name?
It's the same three, man. It's always been the same three.
No, what's the lady name from How to Get Away? Viola Davis. Yeah, I think she's up there because everybody else you start talking about older people.
Angela Bassett and Holly.
No, see, that's why the name Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett is 60 something.
Yeah, what are you talking about, bro?
And when is the last thing Angela Bassett in recently that was like
if she ain't in the top sexiest women, if she in the top sexiest women, y'all need to stop having this conversation.
Oh no, I thought you said
got walls.
I didn't say I didn't
today. Like today.
I didn't think you was asking who was the sexiest black woman or whatever.
Top female actresses, Eat a Man.
Well, I'm talking about sexiest. The sexiest.
Oh, top sexiest.
Today.
No, that's different.
And somebody said Angela Bassett, a 60-something-year-old lady?
I'm talking about today. Like we would say, who defined? Because I have a person in my mind when I say this. I try to figure out when y'all define beauty today. What do it look like in your mind? That's one of the top.
Oh well, I would say all the people that was young back in the day. So that would be what's the girls with John?
No, I'm talking about today, though. We not.
Yeah, I'm talking about today. What's the girl that was married to Jonathan Majors?
Megan Good. I would go with Megan.
That's who's married to Jonathan Majors, right?
Yeah, Megan Good.
Yeah, her.
Zendaya.
Zendaya ain't black, is she?
No, that's a.
She black. She mixed.
Hello. So hello. Let me
so nah, a little old now.
I don't even believe in 10s, but if it was a 10 today, it would have to be Tiana Taylor.
Oh no, I don't even think Tiana Taylor face too long. But it's some about she off to me.
See, this is proving that you don't like black features. Like you
I love black features. I love black features.
Megan Good. Let's go look at Megan Good. I want to make sure I understand that I'm clear.
I know who Tiana Taylor is. She's the one that had that 16-year-old birthday party on MTV. She's the one that was in that new Eddie Murphy Coming to America. Yeah, I know you talking about. She odd looking to me.
But she had.
She was married to the basketball player.
Why is black features odd to you?
No, it's not about black features. Why are you saying that?
It is about black features.
Not at all. Not at all.
I mean, if you talk about black features, say I ain't heard you never say nothing about Alandria Carton.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is either. I can't.
She is a black. She put it this way. She's a fashion model, man. She is gorgeous in chocolate, bro.
But we not talking about fashion model. We're talking about actors, so most people can. What's her name? What'd you say her name was? LADS.
Orlandria Carton. Orlandria Carton. There we go.
Carton.
OLAR. I think it's DRIA.
Carthen.
Yeah, Carton. Yeah. Something like that.
And what's her last name? CA.
Yeah, I see her.
Yeah,
she big eyes. She's a black lady, but I wouldn't say them as major black features or whatever. She ain't got no big old lips, big old nose.
That is a absolutely insanely gorgeous black woman.
To you be saying some bras that's ugly as fuck is like cute.
Wow, I can't say nobody pretty no more.
No, she pretty. She pretty.
Wow.
A Maybelline cover. Orlandria. These are, but they got everybody here. I'll put in her name. We looking at damn Ari Lennox and what else is this? Coco Jones and
you got to admit it, man. And TBE Trucking makes a good point. You like women who look like Grace Jones, and I do too. I like that chocolate type fix. Like
yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Grace Jones features are more masculine.
What?
She has masculine features. Like Serena, I like Serena. It's not a dislike, but Serena got Richard's face.
Give me a 33-year-old Grace Jones over 95% of these broads I like.
Hold on, y'all think Tiana Taylor look like Grace Jones is crazy? That's a crazy take. What? Y'all gotta be kidding me. Y'all trolling me. Tiana Taylor.
I don't think she looked like Grace Jones. I don't even think Tiana Taylor looks masculine. That's not what I'm saying. Let me grab a
That's what I'm
picture.
saying. What are we talking about? Talking about Grace
I don't
Jones?
think Grace Jones looks masculine. I think she looks sexy, especially back in our heyday. Grace Jones was fire, bro.
Yeah, Coco Jones. So Coco just got married, didn't she?
I don't know. I don't know these people like
She
that.
just married a basketball player. Coco Jones just married a basketball player for.
What's her name was
Cleveland.
married to Iman Shumpert.
Yeah, but that's what I said. The point that I was making is because we kind of got on a rabbit hole. Do we really like black features?
Okay, so that's what we'll do. We'll just pull up some stuff instead of having to guess. So this is a sister that just pulled up. I don't know if this is Coco Jones, whoever, because I know these names, but I don't know their faces necessarily. So let's just skip over all of the BS and just go right here.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Without a doubt.
So is this Coco Jones?
That's Coco Jones.
Yeah, that's a good looking woman.
So,
That's a good looking young lady for sure.
So I'm just trying to get away.
And so are these black features?
Absolutely, like zoned in.
Okay, so I do not dislike black features. Full size.
No. Like what I'm trying to say is, I was trying to understand, like, because usually when people quote unquote say that the light skinned woman is attractive, that they're saying the light skinned woman typically have more white features. By the way, that's what they're saying. Direct. I'm just telling you.
No, I just got through saying moments ago that light skinned girl, she had dark skin. They wouldn't say she looked good. They just merely saying that because she's light skinned.
Like click on that one in the corner with her natural hair out. Do you see it on the right? With the puffy hair out, the blue background.
This here?
Oh no, you can't see it. I thought maybe
On the right?
yeah. But it's hard. You can't really see it. It's like kind of zoned back. But yeah, she just married. What's his name? Donovan Mitchell. Actually,
I have no idea who that is either.
I think her name is Coco Mitchell now.
Yeah, he played basketball for Cleveland, man.
Yeah.
Wouldn't matter. I don't know who plays basketball with Cleveland.
But
I don't know.
The point is,
there is no point. Y'all think because this broad married a basketball player, that's like amazing feat.
That's not the point.
Kamal, hello, be snazzy. Let me see. Let's pull this up right quick. Where is it at? I don't see it.
Do you agree that some of these women are delusional, Nightish?
I don't care. Let them be delusional. People got to have dreams, don't they?
Yes, that make you feel good.
Yeah, sometimes that's all you need is the thing that make you feel good. So this is Tiana Taylor. And then when you say black features, I'm not talking, were you talking about her face?
Absolutely. She definitely got black features. Tiana Taylor got most of black features. What we would consider, we wouldn't say that her features came from a different race. Without a doubt.
So when you say black features and folks supposedly come from Africa, and every feature you can think of comes from that continent with countries, narrow nose and all that other stuff. So you're saying black features are what? Big lips, big nose, what?
Yeah, I think plump lips.
I'm trying to figure out how to blow this up.
Yeah, plump lips are definitely black features. Slimmer lips are not really considered black features, even though black people can have them. I guess that's the point you're trying to make.
Yeah.
I think bigger noses, bigger lips is typically identified as blacker features than others. But we don't see white people with those features.
So Scarlett Johansson have plump lips.
Who?
Scarlett Johansson, that white lady.
But we're not saying it's not an exception to the rule. Listen, we know Kim K went to go get some injections to get some big lips. Like,
I don't know. I don't give enough of a fuck about if she did or not. That's what. See, people name these people off like people give a shit about them. I don't give a fuck about Kim K. So I don't know what she got done. Now, people that's in a public eye that I see a lot, maybe I can say more about. I don't look at no fucking Kim K. That bitch is crazy to me.
Well, I'm just saying. I was telling
the thing about Kim K that makes her interesting is I agree with what TK Kirkland say. That's a hoe who made something of herself. If you was a hoe all this time and you didn't make shit of yourself, then you're a failure. But that hoe made something out of all she was a Paris Hilton flunky. The reason why she made that tape is because Paris Hilton was making them back then.
Come on in.
Playing, it's always a treat when players leave.
That woman went and took that old beat up box and made something with it. Now she a billionaire, ain't she? Yeah. She earned her money. Paris was born with hers. So that's the thing about her. But her mama crazy, she crazy, her sister's crazy. I don't know what their talent is at all, other than just making money. But give them credit for making money. Because at the end of the day, that's what most of these people are talking about anyway. Money. They don't give a fuck about love. The people that's in love is most likely you niggas. Because most of these women gonna go hit you with all the old school. What have you done for me lately? You can't get done if you ain't got a job. They finna hit you with all that shit. What do you have to offer? What is your intentions for me? All that bullshit. And y'all be sitting there listening to that. I will literally get the fuck up and walk off. If my first meeting with you, you ask me, so what do you do? Which means how much money I make. I will walk the fuck away from you. We'll leave your ass where you standing. Fuck me all together. What do I do? That shit is insulting. Well, that's an icebreaker. People talk like that. And then the people I fucking ignore.
Well, I want to talk to the Egyptian dude, Reese. What you think about
Do Reese have black features?
Well, he said he's Egyptian. He said
Got me a couple of dollars. Guess what I'm gonna do?
Shout out to DJ Witch Doctor for the 2 Jewels Silver Star. Hello to what's this person name? They don't need. Okay, I think that say Dazzling D. That better be a woman. Dazzling D better be a woman.
That better be.
Let me see where the fuck this name is at. Dazzling D. The fuck?
That better be a woman or a proud gay man.
No, it better be a woman.
Yeah, because Reese is talking about he inside the tombs in Egypt. When you go down there to the mines, I'm the statues down there, nigga. They look just like me down there in the mines.
Okay, well, this picture I'm looking at looks like an Asian lady. So hello, Dazzling D.
Hey, one of them old Mac niggas do look like Eater Man.
I'm telling you, I got statues down there look just like me.
Some of them look like Fantastic too. One of them looks like Fantastic a little bit.
I seen Mexicans with big nose and big lips just like them Olmec kids where they're at.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So hold on, let me see, Reese. Do you believe there's such thing as black features and white features?
No, I think everybody alive.
Got me a couple of dollars. Guess what I'm gonna do?
DJ Witch Doctor, 2 Jewels plus 100. Shout out to the 2 Jewels plus 100. Yeah.
What you were saying, Eater Man?
So do you think that we could say we know it's not an absolute?
Hey, wait a minute, Eater Man. I got to show some respect to the Dazzling D. I'm not saying Asian women are unattractive. I'm just saying you look like an Asian lady. What do you mean? Be nice. When am I being mean? I'm just saying we couldn't see your, I got glasses on and your avatar is teeny tiny, so I have to go to your page and make the avatar big enough for me to see. But go ahead, y'all.
Can we agree that there's some features that we would say, and we know we're not speaking in absolutes, that might be white features versus black features?
Yeah. So when I think white features, I think narrow noses, thin lips, all that kind of stuff.
Would you agree with that, Reese?
No.
So you think it's no such thing as features that most races?
There are entire sections of Africa where 1 million people there have thin lips, thin noses.
Yeah, I said that earlier, Reese. It's a continent with countries. So when you say you look like an African, what? A pygmy, a Hutu, a Igbo, a Eritrean, a Nigerian, a Zulu, a Songhai? Which one? And they all look different. None of them look the same.
Well, let me ask this question. We say blue eyes is typically a white thing.
Blue eyes is so rare. You can't even attach that to a race. There's only a few people in the world with blue eyes, bro.
Okay, what about green eyes? When we say
I've
green
only
eyes,
seen blue eyes 3 times in my whole life.
I done seen a whole bunch of blue eyes.
I have family members
You
with
said
green
I haven't
eyes.
seen a whole bunch of white people with blue eyes?
I'm trying to answer the question. I got family members with green eyes, and my eyes are hazel.
Mine are too. But listen, this shit that we've been calling blue eyes for the past 100 years is not blue eyes. I've seen blue eyes before, and I know what it looks like. All these millions of white people we see out here, and we're calling those eyes blue, they're not. If you look at them real closely, they're just gray.
Who are we looking at closely?
I don't. What's your question about? What is that?
He's trying to distinguish that there's black features, and I'm saying I agree with him. So, like somebody we know in this space, like the people we know in these faces, huh?
He said something about blue eyes.
He said, "Do you think that blue eyes is typically associated with white people?"
No.
Got me a couple of dollars. Guess what I'm gonna do?
Thank you to Dazzling D for the Cash App. I appreciate you, Dazzling D. I appreciate it. I don't know a whole lot of black people with blue eyes. I had a family member who had one blue eye and the other eye was a whole different color.
Well, we know the blue eyes is a mutation that happened 6,000 years ago, right?
What the fuck?
But my thing is about, let's stick to the black features. Like, so people in the space, we can name some people in the space. So let's see. I'm trying to think of the people that be over there on Sharon panel that to get on camera and think about black features. So who be over there?
Oh no! But before we move, we understand the reason their eyes are blue.
No, but what I'm saying to you is, I like a nigga looking bitch. Not no question about it. When you see her, and she could be the sweetest, nicest person and whatever else. But I like big, thick lips. Soup coolers. I like a big old nose. If you gonna act, and I like them dark, and I like them about 5'2", 5'4", around in that 160 to 180 range. So I like a little piggy looking lady. Love them. I love a black, but Teyana Taylor just, and a lot of them, they didn't work themselves out. I don't know if they on a Ozempic or whatever else. It just don't look. It's not my thing.
You don't like fit women. All right, so
I do like fit women. That's a lie also.
What the fuck, man?
It was a bodybuilder lady who named, matter of fact, a bodybuilder. You know who Ketoy is?
No, I don't know.
Ketoy used to be a video vixen. She's in a I like the way you move video. I haven't seen her recently.
Big Les ruined herself. So did Tisha.
Another one very physically fit. Love her. Big Les, the one who used to dance in the beginning of Rap City, right?
I know, but
in the beginning of Living Single, right?
Def Comedy Jam.
Hold on. Before we move on,
I want you. No. I want some specific people. Do you know Big Les is the one that's dancing, Living Single in the beginning? She's kicking and doing all that stuff. Yeah, her bad. That's a baddie.
I get it, but we
and
moved
she
past-
got what you call so-called black features, and she's physically fit. No, it's about how you physically fit. A lot of these women y'all be calling fat go to the gym every day. They doing squats, they doing thigh thrust, they doing all of this stuff, right? That's muscle. That ain't fat.
Okay, but I still want to go back to Reese saying blue eyes is not a white thing.
What up,
when you
Romelo?
have to
It
not
is a
have-
white thing. It is a white thing.
When the one key thing that almost helps you get it is lack of melanin. That's what one thing that causes the blue eyes. Like, have you studied this, Reese?
Well, it's different types of
stop,
melanin.
stop.
White people have what you call pheomelanin.
This is the problem, the huge global problem. I explained it to you and you didn't even fucking listen. It's sad, bro. Now I got to do it again.
Do it again.
All this shit that we've been calling blue eyes is not blue eyes. All you
We
have
don't
to do
give a
is
fuck. Who cares?
It's gray eyes. He said
I
it's
don't-
gray eyes and not blue, because blue eyes is only 10% of the population.
It ain't.
That's what they say.
Almost everything we talk about up here is a minority of people. Rich, that's a minority of people. Tall, that's a minority. All this stuff is minorities of people.
No, there's more.
If you
tall people now
and
than
did
ever
you
before.
know once you get past a certain amount of height, your life expectancy is shortened.
That is a fact.
Yeah, and there ain't no old midgets either.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, no. Well, I'm saying it is
There ain't
proven.
no old albinos and no old midgets.
I get
I'm
that.
talking 80 and 90. No.
But it is proven that the reason Asians live a long time is because they not tall. There's some provenness in that.
Okay.
Like, they height got a lot to do with them living these long. Like, when you seen the people who's living 120 years, they was like 5'6", 5'4".
Those are Africans, bro. Africans are the only ones that do that.
What up, no
Asians-
chaser?
Oh, you think Asians don't live a long time?
Well, there'll be one here and there, but
No, it's often that they live. Especially if you start studying like Asian monks and stuff,
yeah.
they be living. I think the oldest one was like 142, but he might have been lying. You know, people be just trying to hype stuff up to make it sound good.
Do you hear they don't eat much?
Yeah, I think the older you get, the less you're supposed to eat.
They don't do much either.
I went to this place in Alameda that's a pescatarian place. Them old people was in there eating the octopus and every part of the fish would look like a boil. They came and put a thing on their table about the size of the table, and then people just eating it like Africans, straight with the hands. Mussels and clams and octopus, and I'm like, some of that stuff I'm like, okay, it's a crab in there, I'm cool. There's a shrimp in there, but all that other stuff, I don't know. Have y'all ever had what they call them thing, sea urchin?
Nah.
Man, them people was eating all kind of
I
crazy
think I have
stuff.
somewhere.
I know snails is big in
I think
France.
there's a lot of wild shit all over the world.
You know, one of snails is big in France. They eat like the snail cooked snail.
Escargot,
I like deer meat. Not deer meat. I'm sorry.
venison.
Kangaroo meat. Have you ever
Kangaroo?
had?
I never had
Yeah,
kangaroo.
I think
I had
kangaroo is one of the best steaks that you can eat.
Deer is deer is soft.
I like deer too, but
I don't even think I had no deer meat before.
oh yeah, I done seen the whole deer get blooded.
I've
I'm from
had
Georgia too.
Yeah. My family, I told you, Mississippi and Arkansas. So they eat all that. They the type of folks, if they hit something, they'll bang the tail into a tree and rip the skin off of it, and you have some possum stew or whatever. But I've had rabbit, I've had frog, I've had gator.
All that is chicken.
It don't
Same
taste
shit.
like chicken at all.
Rabbit tastes exactly like chicken.
Possum definitely don't taste like no damn chicken.
Let me see. Frog, gator.
Frog tastes like chicken and rabbit.
But if they taste the same, it's still chicken.
Yeah. It don't. I would say frog tastes more like the rabbit than to do the chicken.
That's hilarious.
Let me see. Strange stuff.
Would
I think it's for
would y'all eat shark?
shark.
I did.
I used to
did
eat
that
whiting.
when
The
I was in
Muslims
Hawaii.
make they sandwich. Isn't whiting shark?
No.
What is whiting?
Whiting is a fish.
Yeah, it is a fish, but is it in the shark family?
No, I don't think so. Whiting fish is not a shark. I was seeing like people eat like exotic stuff. I was watching this show. Dude eat like lions and stuff. I think eating a carnivore would taste. I think it would taste like a pig.
Well, that would be delicious because pigs are delicious.
I don't eat pork.
I'm surprised y'all ain't just say. Have y'all ever been to a restaurant before called Game Restaurant where it serve exotic meats and everything?
No.
It really is dope, man. I mean, they serve marrow. I mean, roasted buffalo.
I've had marrow before.
I think buffalo tastes better than steak. I think we just don't eat it as often in America no more.
They serve bison, lamb, duck.
Bison's great.
Yeah, elk, all that good stuff, man.
I want to say I think I had some venison, but I don't remember. It's been a while, but I definitely have had gator and frog and rabbit. But other than that, yeah, the whole pig. I eat chitlins. I eat the stuff y'all think is disgusting. I eat chitlins.
You say you eat chitlins? Nah, I ain't gonna eat no chitlin.
Yeah.
But we know you eat ass too, so we wouldn't put that past you, man.
Well, I'm not an ass eater, but I have ate chitlins.
You have ate ass if you ate chitlins. What are we talking about?
Well, that's the intestines. You make it seem like I'm down there gnawing at the asshole like it's 28 days.
That same thing, but dog, the asshole's the end of the intestines. In case you didn't know.
Well, you clean this out. There's nothing like a chitlin either, and you got to make it the right way. A lot of people don't clean this stuff properly.
You gotta clean all the shit out, huh? Nice.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't eat pork though. So
why not?
Yeah, I like the shoulder. Everybody like bacon. I like chops.
You know what was really good that I ate in Oklahoma? Rattlesnake.
I don't think I had no snake either.
We went to like the
a lot of people not eat pork. That ain't Muslim.
Well, I don't eat pork because
they say it's got a bug in it.
Well, the reason I don't eat is because. Go ahead. The reason I don't eat. Go ahead, Reese. I think we're trying to talk at the same time.
No, you're not. You got a delay or something.
Oh, I do? Okay. The reason I don't eat pork is my mom didn't cook it growing up. And after I got older, I just didn't have a taste for it. Okay. I would say it's like a religious thing. And I think I had pork like one time. It was so salty to me. Like it was like, I just don't have the taste for it.
Okay. Yeah, growing up, we used to buy what you call meat packages. And it would be like neck bones and pork chops and a variety of meats. It would come in a box. So it would be pork sausage and all kind of stuff, a variety of meat. They used to send us to the store with a note, all the different meat they wanted. We had, an interesting variety of meat, but a lot of beans. So northerns, black eyed peas, kidney, red beans, black beans, a lot of greens, a lot of cornbread, hot water and regular, and it was usually made in the cast iron skillet. But as far as meat, liver, pork, beef. I didn't get into no fancy meat until fancy beef and other stuff until I got older. Meaning like Wagyu and filet mignon and T-bones and all of that.
I didn't know that. So it says common non-sweat animals: pigs, dogs, cats, cows, birds, and rabbits do not sweat. I didn't know cows did not sweat. Did y'all know that?
Mm-mm.
What's it? No, says they do not use sweat to.
I don't. You know what's crazy? Even though I eat a lot of pork, I don't really eat that much beef. When I do, it's probably oxtails.
Yeah, I like beef. I like beef. Like, give me a good ribeye, T-bone. I eat steak. I love steak.
And then like ribeye, what we'll do is we'll finally cut that on a meat slicer, make the Philly cheesesteaks.
And then on Post, they sell these things called beef tails. They're not beef tails, but they come like a big strip, and then we slice them up into like bite size, like finger bite stuff. I like beef. I like beef and I like chicken.
So what I eat kind of like on the regular is ground turkey and pretty much ground turkey, but ground turkey and chicken thigh, boneless, skinless chicken thighs.
I like duck too. Do y'all eat duck?
Oh yeah, I've had duck. I spatchcocked the duck not last year, the year before, this 2026, 2024, the end of 2020. Yeah, the end of 2024.
Last Christmas, I deep fried the duck. Not Christmas, last Thanksgiving, we deep fried.
The duck don't hardly got no meat on it though.
Yeah, it's more of a leaner meat than the big bird like turkey.
And then I spatchcocked the turkey. I injected it with butter, Saison, Tony Chachere, and onion powder and garlic powder.
I like deep frying the turkey, and I take a Cajun butter and inject it and drop that thing down in the grease.
Have you ever made a compound butter?
What's that?
That's when you get like garlic and onion and, you know, whatever green, like you can put cilantro or something up in there, and you mix it up in the soft butter, roll it up into a little ball, put it in the freezer and cut pieces off of it and put it on your steak or put it on your fish.
Yeah, I'm more of an injector, especially when it comes down to like turkeys. So I want to inject it with like, get a Cajun seasoning, butter.
Well, that's what Tony Chachere's is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You talking about the pre-season ones that they come, the pre-injection ones?
No. I'm talking about getting regular butter. Well, I don't really use regular butter. I use Smart Balance.
Okay.
So Smart Balance, Saison, Tony Chachere, garlic powder, onion powder, and I put it in. You soften up you melt it, and then you put it in your injector and inject all over. Mostly the breast, because that's going to be the driest part, but all over it. And
that's the key. You said that the reason turkeys be dry is because they don't use butter.
Yeah. You got to inject that baby. Yeah, and then you throw it out. Then you spatchcock it, take the spine out of, flatten it out, season the skin all up really good, and then throw that on your smoker.
And then another trick too, a lot of people eject their turkey and then they'll just drop it into the grease. If you actually eject your turkey, like heat the butter up, eject it into the bird, and then put the bird back in the refrigerator to cool, it'll also make it where that bird is not dry at all.
Yeah. And then another thing you'll do is a brine, where you just let it sit in that brine for a day or two, and that'll get all up in it. It'll infuse it too.
That's what my grandfather taught me, brining, but I like the injecting a little bit better. Brining worked too. One thing about brining that I think is different from injecting it is that you can really taste the brine inside of the skin.
Oh yeah.
Ejecting is really more of it's like you still get that
for
crunchy.
The meat.
Yeah, it's like inside the meat.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what that'll taste like together. A brine.
It should be great.
But I never did both. I never had a brine and injected turkey.
Yeah, me either.
Do you know?
I think when it comes to Tiana, it's the symmetry of her face.
Yeah, I think it's the perfect symmetry. Tiana
Taylor. To you, bad, listen. To each his own. The girl face, just
it's just not for you. Like I think you think Tiana Taylor real fine if she was put on about 60 pounds. You'd be like, man, bro, did you see Tiana Taylor?
Well, that won't mean she fine. That'll mean she got body. She got body now. She just really fit.
So you got a problem with a woman having a six pack? Is that unattractive to you?
No, but I'm not into bony women like that.
Okay.
Because when you got a six pack, you really like slim. I've messed with girls with six packs, and it felt like everything on their body was stabbing me. Their elbows, everything. Everything.
Well, that's fair. Like I said,
But nighties, I mean, they just so light though when they be that small, bro. And that'd be
Well,
so
get some
tight.
muscles, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? That whole body pop thing, man. That's just delicious, bro. Tiana fine as hell, just like I said, man.
Yeah, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. We know that. I don't think everybody's fine. I think fine is very rare.
how rare? Like percentage wise.
15-20% of the population.
Oh, that's a large number. That's fair. If you think 15 to 20% is fine, I thought you was gonna go way smaller than that.
To me, when it comes to black women, I think 15-20%. Yeah, I see a lot of fine girls.
Did you think Monique was fine?
Have you said Monique?
Yeah.
I think she has a pleasant face. I wouldn't call her fine.
That's a cute big girl, yo. A lot of big girls have a
Yeah,
very
she a
cute
cute-
face.
she a cute
A
big
lot
girl.
of them. Jill Scott was gorgeous. There's a lot of cute big chicks.
Yeah. Jill Scott is another one with a pleasant face.
Being big
She
is
has
more
a
about
she has a welcoming face.
yeah.
Interesting.
Well,
What about Queen Latifah?
yeah, she was cute.
Queen
when she was
Latifah
young.
has a welcoming face when she had a more welcoming face but we've been seeing Queen Latifah so much and Lauryn Hill so much and whatever else, you kind of have an affinity towards them. But Lauryn Hill, what would you say her face is? Those black features?
Now she looks like an African woman. That's a beautiful African looking chick, dog. That chick looks African. Period.
Yeah.
Who, Lauryn Hill?
Yeah, she can walk right into a tribe and just blend right in.
Yeah, she's very beautiful in the face to me.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. If we say Lauryn Hill got black features, while we try to say these slim nose women are black features. That's crazy to me.
Look at light skinned Sade, dog. Light
You
skinned
think
Sade.
wait. You think of all them when we name they got thin noses?
None of
I don't think Monique got no thin nose.
None
of them. That's what I'm saying. Lauryn Hill ain't got no thin nose.
No.
Monique ain't got no thin nose. Then we'll say,
That's what I'm saying.
No,
It's
but
not
you
about
agree with me.
When I said I don't really look at Teyana Taylor like that. You said I don't like black features, and I'm disagreeing with you. I love black features. I'm saying that Teyana Taylor.
I was talking to your previous point. Your previous point that you made was you were saying that people just like light skinned women, and if they take those light skinned women and made them dark skinned, they wouldn't like those light skinned women anyway.
Yeah, and I was very specific about that. It's some weird looking light skinned women that's passing just because they light.
And
they
then
weird looking.
But
have you seen? Listen, like for example, I know. But listen, what I'm saying. I know some albino girls who got that twitchy eye that people say is fine. How?
I don't know. I ain't really seen I ain't never really seen no albino women that I thought was just crazy beautiful. But I ain't really seen a lot of albino women either. So
I don't remember what Lupita looked like.
Lupita?
Yeah.
Let me see. Lupita.
She was a model or something. Very dark complected. See, and that's the thing. It's not the dark complexion. I like dark skinned women. I always have.
I think most dudes like all women, to be honest.
Nah. If you too tall, nah. If you too nah. I like shorter women.
Yeah, like
Veronica Webb was like 6 feet tall, and she had Halle Berry's face. She was bad.
I never was into Veronica. I was never into Veronica Webb either.
I never seen like when I'm saying this, I ain't look at no tall woman and say you're not beautiful now because you tall. That never been my sentiment ever.
Okay, so I'm looking at Lupita. She has a very kind of like small face. Her nose don't look that big. Her lips don't look that big.
I don't see.
So what I would hit you with when you say Lupita, I would say, what's that girl name? That was running around here looking like Andre 3000 for a minute.
Missy?
No. She's a singer and actress. And Missy don't look like no damn Andre 3000.
Do you think Missy Elliott is cute?
Let me look at Missy.
No, she's not cute to me.
Yeah, but see, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
I'm just telling you what I think, regardless if you.
Either man, you don't know what a busted bitch is, dog. I could show you some busted chicks, dog.
I don't think she ugly.
She's not busted at all, man. She got clear skin, thick lips. She's just big.
Yeah, something off. There's something off about her face.
I hear you can't put your mind on it right now.
She don't look feminine. That's what it is.
Well, I'm looking at her right now. She's super made up, but it looked like her eyes is too like close together. I'm trying to see if she. And now she's all skinny. She look like a different person.
Hey, actually, I take it back. I take it back. I see Missy Elliott without makeup. She's not a bad looking girl at all. I think makeup make her look worse. I think makeup make her look worse without.
Let
a
me
doubt.
see.
If you pull up a picture with her without makeup, the makeup make her actually look worse than what she actually look, in my opinion. Especially now that she lost all that weight.
I saw Lisa Ray without makeup.
So I see a picture of her young when she was heavy. I see her older. She giving a little bit of Angie Stone. Now I think Angie Stone is pretty looking now. I think Lizzo got a cute face.
No,
I see a picture right here, Missy, where she
Did you see
it
Lizzo
don't
when
look like
she
she got
lost
no
the weight?
makeup on.
I ain't like
Yeah.
Lizzo look crazy to me, man.
Now, who is this girl right here? This is pretty to me. This is probably SZA or somebody. Who is this? This is.
How long y'all think Lizzo don't got a cute face?
Yeah, she has a cute face.
Not to me.
And see, this girl got a very beautiful face to me, but she got something on that I don't like. I do not like them septum rings.
So we go back to the show, right? So you think these women are delusional freaks that they thinking they won't take? They got the option when they say they don't want to take out people like Michael B. Jordan and all these people.
Michael B. Jordan in the real world could get all of those chicks that are talking about him. They're just performing for the apps. That's all they're doing. These chicks are liars, man.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that people do that says, "Hey, since I can't have them, I'm gonna act like I don't want them."
Yo, what? I know for a fact women do that. I know for a fact they do that.
So that's what I think it is. You know who we forgot about? Tyra Banks. Did y'all remember Tyra Banks?
Tyra Banks?
Tyra?
Yeah.
Tyra Banks.
Tyra ain't bad looking.
She was a dime.
Tyra Banks?
Hell yeah. She was perfect when she was
something
young.
off about her to me too.
Tyra Banks
say
was the
something
Fresh
off
Prince of
with all the
Bel-Air,
words.
young 20-year-old
No, I don't.
model Tyra.
Come on in.
Play, it's always a treat when players meet. Just
What's going on, Wall Street?
He called you a chubby face.
Everything's working.
I'll tell you somebody I think is attractive, and she done said she's a straight up hoe. The one from Poor Minds. I think she tall too, and I'm not really into tall chicks.
See, what is that? Who saw that?
Who the girl from Poor Minds?
No, I ain't never heard.
First, let me bring up SZA, and I heard her on something talking about she was a hoe too. She was blackmailing like what's that rapper name? Playboy Cardi.
Yeah,
let
but
me
she
bring
in
this
the
up.
industry. Hold on,
What
that's
you think? What you think about B Simone? Nah, did
I
you
don't
think
know
she
who that
ugly?
is.
Y'all don't know who B Simone is?
She weird built, but she got a cute face.
What is weird built to you? Because you describe your type as weird built, and then
I don't describe my type as weird built. I describe my type as thick thighs, thick calves, not no big old one of these BBL booties, and like a 38C.
That's weird built, bro.
Okay, then I like them weird built.
That's what I said. That's not normal built. Like that's not how we was designed to be built.
Okay, well then I like the cartoon character build then. Now this is SZA. Are those black features?
Yeah, I think that knows.
I was listening to her
They used to be
clown
before she
Playboy
got the
Cardi.
work.
She was talking a bunch of whole stuff, but she pretty though. People hate Nicki Minaj, but Nicki Minaj with the surgery look good to me.
Without the
Nah,
surgery, she
yeah,
looked
no,
good
wait,
too.
wait, brother. Because
No, when Nicki Minaj had that body that Candy Burris used to have, she looked like a tomboy.
Yamologist. Nicki out here looking crazy. Let's be very clear. Like, when
Nicki
you go
was
and
a
get your
dime when
body
she
done,
first started. She
when
was
you go
perfect.
and get your body done, you gotta understand. You gotta keep up on those.
That's
oil
a you thing. You niggas that hate bitches, yeah, I mean everything gonna be wrong with them. But
No, brother. No, I'm just telling the women that do get the surgery, you got to keep up with the oil changes, right? You're going to have to, this is a commitment. You got to get some skin pulled back and tied.
yeah, I'm not telling
every
nobody
few
get no
months.
surgery. I'm just saying that
Well, you
there's a
talked about
bunch of
Nicki, though.
a bunch of glimpses of Nicki looking great. Whatever that video is with her and Chris Brown, Lil Wayne and Drake, I think it's called
Yo, bro, Lil Kim going to be looking better than Nicki in 5 years.
that's because you hate women.
Lil' Kim look
What's
like
going
she been
on,
dead
True?
for 10 years.
surgery.
She like
I
she
hate
been in
surgery.
bombs.
I love women. I love me some
I hate it
Coco.
too.
Oh yeah, I think that y'all ever heard the song
Sweet
Only?
Lord Jesus.
Only?
I love me.
Have y'all heard the
Coco.
song Only? Maybe I need to blast the mic. Have you heard the song Only?
Who sings?
Have you
that?
seen the video for Only?
No.
Who?
No
Maybe
way.
I don't like. Maybe I don't listen to rap music.
We don't know
Oh
that
yeah.
one.
Then the Poor Minds girl, I wanted to show her too.
I just know.
I think her name is Lex P. Y'all heard of Lex P?
Nah.
Let me just put her name in there. Lex P. She from Orange, Texas. Her whole show is about hoeing. But I like the way she look. But I think she tall. Let me see.
So let me ask
Like I'm
you,
sitting here
G.
looking at Tammy Townsend. She was bad.
Let me
I have no
ask
idea who
you,
that is
like
either.
surgery or you accept surgery?
I haven't messed with nobody with surgery. But if you had,
Nah, but
well,
come
I,
on, you said
if
Nicki looked good.
if you, yeah, she looked good. I didn't say I want to be with her.
But I'm just talking about on an attraction
The,
level. 'cause
just
to me,
just
right?
just the maintenance of her. I wouldn't want to be with her. Because if you got to get that surgery every 5 to 10 years, yeah, just the maintenance of her and all of the makeup and all of the girly girls is high maintenance. I'm cool.
And you know what's the bad part? Like, Little Kim before she had surgery looked
Was
better
perfectly
than
fine.
every other version of Little Kim after.
Yes, she was perfectly fine.
And the crazy part is we could probably argue the same for Nicki, but we'll never know. 'Cause
No, I
she
disagree.
started-
I disagree. She had the same pretty face, but she had a tomboy body.
MC
Same
Lyte
thing
was
with
pretty as hell.
same thing with Candy Burris when the younger
MC
Candy
Lyte
Burris
too.
before her BBLs. MC Lyte still look good to this day. Ain't nothing changed
Yeah,
about
but
MC
she
Lyte.
had the tomboy body though. She never had no hips and none of that.
Well, some people can do it and some people can't, right?
Yeah.
But
It ain't
now
for
when we-
everybody.
But now when we talk about the renovated body, that's what you want? That renovated Nicki?
A nigga, yo, leave your red pill shit at the door. We're not talking no red pill shit right now. We just talking about superficial, just at an eye glance. I'm trying to find Lex P, not on a damn podcast, just standing by herself, and every damn thing is a podcast.
I would argue the red pill argument is more based around defending getting that work done. Right? Telling women you falling off at a certain age, you should get that work done. That's more
Yeah,
the red
but
pill.
what kind of work? What kind of work?
Nikki work.
Yeah, I
mean,
think your body
scissor
can.
work.
I think our bodies can collapse together.
Right.
You don't have to go get your titties pulled up so they look more plump like a young person. You don't have to go get no tummy tucked on. No, let's just go ahead and let gravity do what it's going to do and love each other with our regular bodies. But again, to each his own. I've never been around nobody with a BBL.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you could
Agent from Lex P to damn Sexy Red.
Nikki, though, OG. You could have picked anybody beside Nikki. Nikki is the quintessential prototype of work being done. Cardi, you know what I mean? Lil Kim, like
Lil Kim look like an Asian James Brown right now.
Yo, that was wild.
So I'm not
Yo,
talking
you
about
wild,
Lil
Joe.
Kim.
You a wild dude.
Yo, that was wild.
Damn, Lex, you ain't got one picture alone? This is wild. Maybe I need to go to the main page. That's what I do.
OG, stop being on them post 9/11 girls' Instagrams, man. See, I be telling
I
you.
don't know nobody's Instagram. I just when I'm doing this YouTube stuff, I've reacted to Poor Minds. I've reacted to Decisions. I reacted to what's all the girl things? Poor Minds, Decisions, Lip Service. Because I wanted to show, because I'll say something and the chat will be like, don't know women talk like that. Then I'll show them 1,000 women talking like that. And they go, well, that's performative. That's because they're trying to keep the audience bullshit.
I get your point.
Everyone is a skit. Every single one of these women. Like, let it be told by the space, all these women is hoes and everything is transactional. You might as well just tell the dudes, get enough money and let it be a write-off. You're going to be buying pussy. That's what Ruthless come up here and tell me.
Damn.
Now that you 56, you just going to have to buy some pussy. No, you got to buy some pussy.
I mean, if you want Nikki, you got to buy that. Like, if you want the joint that's been
You're a bad
renovated,
listener. I said I wouldn't be in a relationship with her. I said aesthetically and certain videos, she be looking good to me. Now, if I saw a Nicki Minaj in real life that I knew had surgery and all this other stuff, I wouldn't speak to that person at all. Because I don't know what all that entails, and I believe that's high maintenance.
yeah,
I'm not helping to get the injections redone, because they got that girl named Johnny Blaze. Ain't she all surgeryed up? They got a few of them. Michelle K, all them. I don't find them attractive at all, and they annoying.
So who's the joints without the work you find attractive? Because
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't. But see, that's the thing. I don't know who is without the work, because some people go get work to make themselves, they'll get a tummy tuck. They'll get some little light stuff that you can't really tell. Like, even though what's her name, they got a lot of surgery from the Real Housewives. What is that lady name?
Candy Burrs.
No.
Not Candy?
I'm trying to ignore this, but didn't you just do what we accused the women of doing with Michael B. Jordan just now?
Not at all. Not at all. Does Michael B. Jordan have any surgery?
I'm not sure what he got, but
we know that Nicki Minaj got breast implants, butt implants. No, sir. Let's keep it where we are, because that's that slick shit you be pulling. No, I'm not finna go mess with nobody. Got to get surgery every 10 years, because most likely she gonna expect you to be the provider and protector and pay for them damn surgeries. I'm not paying for nobody's surgery. So no, we're not doing what the women did. The women took a man who she specifically highlighted certain aspects. He's gainfully employed. He loves his mother. He tried to marry that girl.
Right.
And they say, well, he dated too many white women. That's not what I just did.
Nah, but
I was talking to a broad one time. And she told me, I dated a white man. I'm like, congratulations. Why did you tell me that? I'm just saying, I'm not a racist. I said, again, I don't know why you telling me that you're not a racist or that you date white men. What's the point? Have you ever dated somebody out of your race? I said, no. I think one time I slept with what she was. Damn, I keep forgetting every time I talk about this girl. Al Salvadorian. Al Salvadorian. Is Al Salvadorians white?
I'm just messing with you.
No, but are Al Salvadorians white? I think that's like a Latino or something.
They ain't Latinos, but I mean Latinos come in Afro Latina and Vogue magazine.
No, she looked like a Latina. And I didn't date her. I just had sex with her one night. But other than that, all black women. Sizes and shapes. Colors.
Nah, but I think what bro was trying to say with the women saying they wouldn't take down Michael B. Jordan argument is, yo, OG, stop lying, man. If Nikki jumped in your inbox, you gone.
No, I'm not.
You gone, OG.
The girl brothers of Pedo and her husband was one.
You better go. Well, Dave, what the hell you talking about her brother? So now we holding who we messing with to the accountability of family members?
Yeah. I don't want to be in proximity to fuck shit.
OG,
I had a girl when I was like 16 who was in love with me. One day my brother had brought me a note from her, whatever else, and I told him, I ain't talking to her, whatever else. Why? Because her fucking brother's a psycho.
Yeah, but we just listened to how attractive you said Nikki was. You going, OG?
This girl was attractive. I don't give a fuck how attractive you are. If there's a bunch of bullshit around you, fuck you. Keep your pussy. I've been that way since I was a teen.
I ain't mad at that.
And me and her brother was cool. We was homies. But still, that nigga was like Tony Montana. And I'm not finna be Manolo. Because in my mind, okay, if I'm gonna mess with him, I'm about to pop him.
All right, but OG, the argument was the same way women are saying they wouldn't want to be.
Yeah, that was a bullshit statement from ADS. Aren't we talking like the women talking?
I'm saying a lot of men will say, oh, Nikki, in reality, you going, OG, in reality.
Not at all.
Just for the record.
Not at all. I know plenty of attractive women I wouldn't go nowhere near because of their attitudes and the environment that's around them. Care how good you look. If you are a problem, you're a problem. Y'all going. You saying that the average dude is going. You right about that. And that whole thing that people be on there talking about they don't like hoes. They love hoes.
Fuck yeah, we do.
And see, I haven't been tricking so far in this 56 year. I'm not about to start now. Megan is an interesting looking individual too. What's going on, Savage? Wait a minute. We've been on here for damn near 3 hours. Let me hit my damn money, son. Why is y'all acting stingy with the damn goals being met? Let me see. Let's hit him with this one.
Must be this money.
Get the money. Get the money. Don't forget the money.
Yeah, where the cash at? Where the cash at?
You think you gon' pay?
I need a dollar, that's what I need.
Hello, bro. I'm trying to get the money. Talk to me about money.
Where is the money?
We need our money.
Don't you think it's about time you gave me my money?
Support the situation. Is money is love.
You could donate on PayPal now, and you can donate on the Cash App.
Thank you very much. All right.
Yes, y'all. Y'all not hitting the like button. Like, comment, and subscribe like every other channel and support the situation by Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. The Cash App is $KNIGHTISH1. The PayPal is paypal.me/IDLNO. And the Venmo is at Nightish1, at KNIGHTISH1. Yo. Let's get back to where we were at, which was Kendra G smashing on women because they wouldn't date Michael B. Jordan. Here we are. She'd rather have Boris Kojo.
You know, I'm more into, and there's a difference here, people. There's a difference. Because this isn't just talking about certain attributes or a certain look. No, if you ask these chicks, give me a net worth, give me a height. It's aligning with men who they're not currently dealing with at all, who they do not have a chance with at all. In this actual recent dating show, Kendra G actually asked the chick. She said, "Hey, have you dealt with somebody like that?"
And then, yeah, let's stay right there. I don't have no access to no Nicki Minaj's. I don't think no Nicki Minaj's are looking for older gentlemen. So that's the other part that I'm not delusional about. But if a Nicki Minaj, the actual Nicki Minaj came around me, I would be looking over my shoulder and over my back because I'd be like, what is this person here for? Where did they come from?
I know. I already know. But to say, oh, I wouldn't mess with Nicki Minaj is just outright ludicrousy.
So you would mess with a celebrity?
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, why wouldn't
you? You believe you have access to a celebrity?
I mean, you know, sort of, kind of, I guess, right?
Then why you not with one?
Because at the end of the day, celebrities are hard to get.
So why did you say you had access to them?
Just because you have access don't mean you're going to get them.
Well, saying access, see, that's what I'm saying. This nigga love playing word games. Hello, Wanda. Love playing word games. Yeah, I wouldn't approach a woman and make that much money. I wouldn't bother Ebony K. Williams. Even if she liked me, I would think something weird is going on. I wouldn't talk to B. Simone. Just because of the person. When this woman said Martin Luther King couldn't be no leader because of the way he treated his wife, that person sounds insane. Yeah, so the ladies who have access to dudes that's successful think they can get them dudes. Y'all dudes think y'all have access to these celebrities or these women and y'all got a chance with them, or it's just a dream? Don't get me wrong. I think you can find a woman with a nice build and can look like Nicki at McDonald's and Walmarts and everywhere. Like I said, I see a bunch of baddies everywhere. But they may have a rotation. What I mean by mess with is take on that woman and be in a real relationship. That's your woman, you her man.
See, that's the part that gets tricky because you don't know her and she damn for sure don't know you. You can't guarantee that.
So that's why I'm saying I wouldn't even think about it. So when I hear people say, "Oh, nigga, you gonna go," they must not know me. Some people got some standards, you know that, right? It's been women that's delivered shit at my door right here I could holler at. They damn Instacart drivers. And I think they'll go. I don't say nothing to them women. I let them women do their job and keep it pushing. One time it was dark out here, and my house was way in the back of the house. And two girls came back here. They probably is at best 23, both of them, damn near naked. And this the hood.
Hold up. What type of women we talking about? Black, white, Puerto Rican, thick?
One was darker skin. The other one was like more brown, honey colored brown. It was like about, one was probably about 5 foot, the other one was about 5'6". They couldn't be no more than maybe 135, 140. They were little girls. Not in age and young, but small, petite like.
I was gonna say, you talk about the way I play on words. Watch it.
Little meaning tiny. I had to watch shit. Clip that shit. I'm finna watch my motherfucking words because motherfuckers is weird. Because after I said, then you got to prove it. And I want to know how you're gonna prove it. Let me see. I want to hit the homie.
Got me a couple of dollars. Guess what I'm gonna do?
No Chaser with the $4.99 says support the situation. Yeah, y'all act like y'all not scared of the Cash App, the PayPal, or the Venmo. So I don't know what these jewels are. So we got 200 jewels from Creative, 2 jewels from Witch Doctor, another 2 jewels from Witch Doctor, and then we got this 5 from. So I think that's $11 maybe. Because I think somebody, I forget what they told me the jewels was. But 200 jewels, I believe, is $2. I don't know what 2 jewels are. 2 jewels, Silver Star, 2 jewels, I don't know what that is. But it ain't $50. And our goal is $50. Let's get back to it.
Mind you, she's 42 years old. And you know what she responds? She says, yes, in my 20s. Put that
coffee down.
In my 20s, she says. And she says, was that like the love that got away and you kind of feel like you messed up and you chose your career path instead? And she says, yeah, actually. How is Kendra G able to call this? How is she able to see through all this and predict?
Because she listen to red pill content and that's the shit y'all say all the time? Could it be that? Is that a stretch, you think, Lord ADS? Is that a stretch, you think, Reese? That the height of your value is in your 20s? Your sexual marketplace value? He is talking about these women that's 42, talking about she wouldn't date Michael B. Jordan, that she likes Boris Kojo. Are we lost in this conversation? A dude gains his value based on y'all red pill talking points in his late 30s, early 50s.
Somewhere between there, right?
Yeah.
37, 38, about
so
51.
the red pill talking points. Why do I have to repeat the shit y'all say every fucking day? Y'all already know that. We already know that y'all think a woman's height of her value in the sexual marketplace is between the ages of really 18 to 35.
I would say this. For me, it really depends on your scope of age, right? Like, of course, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be best in your youth, you know, as a woman. That's when usually that's the height of your beauty at certain points. But
you still repeating the red pill talking points they say every day. Why do you need to repeat shit these motherfuckers say to death every day?
Let me clarify. That's just from the physical aesthetics, though. If you're talking about the whole,
but stop. So you're saying that generally women in their 20s, physical aesthetics is kind of like even kill? Because I think they all over the place like bird shit.
I think that's the height. I think that's when most women.
How can you say in one breath that American women in general and black women particularly are all overweight? It's 16-year-olds out here looking like Monique.
But that's a rarity versus.
No, it's not.
It's more.
You think it's rare to see a young girl that's been eating Takis and chicken wings?
Honest. There are heavier women in their 30s and 40s.
No, but don't change. Don't move the goalpost. Don't move the goalpost. We're talking about. Listen. One second. I'm 56. You're 45, right?
47.
You're 47. Do you want to start a new family now?
I sure in the hell do. I just can't wait.
I don't. So that's why I don't even want to talk about when's the best years for people to have babies and all that shit. Who are we talking? Who are we saying that to?
Between 42, 43 to about 51 are the best times for you to actually have a child as
right. So you have a child at 51. When that child becomes 16, you'll be 67 at his graduation.
When he becomes 21 or she becomes 21, you'll be 71. Yes, Nidus.
Right. So at the school, they're going to be like, is that your granddad?
Really, Nidus?
At 66?
But no. See, the reason why you're saying that is because of the neighborhoods that you're in. Over here with the affluent people, the people who have the big degrees and the great jobs and the businesses, it's not uncommon to have a 50-something-year-old dad.
And y'all stay over there where that old parent, that elderly parent should work. Skeeting that dust off in that woman. That baby gonna have all the bad diseases. Gonna need a crutch when it's born. Gonna have Alzheimer's. All of the fucked up stuff.
Don't be angry, Nidus.
Nothing about my voice sound angry. I let you get that bullshit off about calling me broke, and I went along with it. And said you old fogey stogie motherfuckers is trying to have babies that old ass age and leave that burden. How old is a woman gonna be? How old is a woman gonna be that body you gonna destroy for that little weird looking baby that look like an old man, eyes already open?
And this is the phenomenal part. See, but the whole and comforts of a woman, you get the best value out of that woman between the ages of 30, 31, 32 to about 40. That's when black women are actually at the peak of their value, like to men, right?
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, that means they have the
what does that mean?
The mind between 30 and 36.
What does that mean? Be specific.
So, for instance, not only do you get the physical aesthetics, the good sex, all that good jazz, the good freaky stuff, but now you get the woman.
I'm not a freaky ass nigga like y'all, but go ahead.
No, saying you also now get saying the woman and her actual her brain fully developed. Right? So she could think, she has better conflict resolution. She's cooler, she's calmer, she's more collect. She believes in going to work every day because she's had to work every day. Right? Stuff like that. Saying the more higher quality characteristics of black women.
Now that goes against y'all talking points. Because y'all say when the women get older, they get bitterer.
No. 30 and 40 is at this point, it's pretty safe. I think once you get to about that 36, 37-year-old stage, to about 42 is geriatric pregnancy, but even then nowadays,
why do y'all keep talking about having fucking babies, you old ass niggas? How is that even fair to the baby? So you had a baby at 51, the baby gonna want to start being thrown in the air around about 2 or 3, so you're gonna be 53 throwing the baby in the air. Hopefully you've been lifting weights. When the baby's probably about, like I say, 14, 15, 16, you done got them in the jiu-jitsu class, boxing, going to the range, or whatever else. How are you doing, old man? You taking your Geritol every day? You eating your sea moss?
Nowadays, Nidus, it's not uncommon for men in their 60s and 70s to be running miles a day. It's not uncommon anymore. The vast majority of guys in their 50s and 60s actually do exercise every day. A lot of them. go to the spot.
Then why don't these women have all these viable options? Because Sharon whole show is that you niggas ain't shit no matter what age you are.
Oh, that's really easy, right? It's the light skinned heifer syndrome again, right? So just because she has a couple pretty features, she still thinks she can get the niggas she was getting in her 20s, and thus that's the niggas she are still chasing, right? Those same type of dudes. They really don't. Black women, really, it's like they have these dense foreheads, right? Like that's Tyra Banks. Tyra Banks got that long, dense forehead. Remember that? She's got that dense forehead. She got that brick head. That brick head, yeah. You know what I'm saying? To the point where it gets down their dust tube before they actually give up and start thinking things through. Normal.
Well, why you left me hanging when I said that earlier?
The only problem is can't get that them buns out of that oven. It's closed.
I don't even know what that means. Why would you want to have a baby with somebody that old?
Tell you the truth, it's probably one of the better ways to go about it is the case.
Get a 42-year-old to have a baby with?
That'd be stiff, but nowadays that's a healthy baby. Nothing wrong with it.
Shout out to y'all old parents. I had my last one when I was 30.
That has its payments too. That means you get the other side of your youth with freedom, right? But one thing I learned is that the freedom really doesn't matter as much. As if you ever notice, I think that's part of what our failed society is about, Black culture, is that we were granted too much freedom for a lot of us to handle anyway, to the point we didn't make the right choices and decisions. What we did was chase money instead of chasing family.
What generation you talking about?
Oh, this is us, the Gen Xers. This is us.
Gen Xers wasn't getting married in their 20s?
A lot of them was, but right now, Gen Xers are single at like 60 some odd %, man.
So they had a complete marriage, right?
Some, I guess, did divorce, right?
Yeah. No, the divorce don't mean you didn't have a successful marriage.
Huh.
If y'all worked out for 10, 15, 20 years and y'all split amicably, that was a successful marriage. You know, some things come to an end. It might be hard because you was with that person all that time, but it can still be considered a success. Some people raise their kids and then they separate. You can still say that's a successful marriage. But I remember when I was younger, and that's why I be on here listening to these people say whatever they're saying. More men was going to college around about that time because they was infatuated with a different world and Cosby, one of the number ones that was, pushing them that way. They was reacting to Ice Cube saying, "Why isn't more niggas in the pen than in college?" They changed that narrative. Yeah, the vows say till death do us part. That's what the vows say, but the vows are not in the Bible, right? Yeah, it can be a successful marriage if it ends. You raise them kids, y'all still respect each other, y'all just go in a different direction. She didn't had enough of whatever you got going on for all them years. I don't care how many times you flip her, hang her from the ceiling, that's gonna burn out. What'd you give it, Reese? Probably 5-7 years?
3.
3. I don't care what angle is in, that's still in the same hole. This is something side saddle, reverse cowgirl, forward cowgirl. Okay, cool. It's still in the same hole, all right? You trying to make it difficult. But shout out to the old men on panels that got whole families talking about babies.
Facts.
Nidus, what you think about it? I'm not trying to have no baby. It's about companionship at this age. And having that understanding with the person I'm with, because I'm not trying to have no babies. Let's both be on the same page.
Well, I will say this, Nigel. Either way, brother, you know, right? I mean, you literally in Oakland, California, man. You got so many damn, you know what I'm saying? What they call those Asian aunties, those Monties out there?
Oh, they call them what they call Tias.
Yeah, Tias. You got so many of those Tias out there, man. It's impossible to lose, man. I mean, you can't miss, bro. There's too many Tias out there, you know what I'm saying? And then
What's wrong with all the black women?
I'm just saying, brother, you know what I'm saying? What's the fit flex for you, right? I mean, yeah, you could.
And then it's a flex. It's a flex for me to mess with a Latina.
I mean, no. I'm not even saying that. There's somebody who's a little bit more organized, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, so somebody you can settle in with, right? To make it all make sense. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying no other way, you know.
Hey, y'all, he trying to make me a race trader.
This lady's life path. Well, she's been exposed to the truth. And when you get exposed to the truth, you can't help but speak the truth if you are a decent person. All right, you can't help but speak the truth. It's going to come out. You can try to suppress it, but it's going to come out. You're going to have moments where you're going to blurt out things like, all women are liars. Like, oh, shit, did I say that? All right, she might regret it later, but it's too late. It's too late. Check out a few more comments here and see what other people are saying about this particular topic. This comment here says, it's like saying a Lambo isn't your type of car when in reality, you can't afford the insurance. That's a fact. That's a fact, man. That's a fact. And people want to know, like, why is it that men are so drawn to seeing?
I can't afford a Lambo. I can't afford the insurance. And I like to be low key. I don't want nothing that draws no attention to me. Other than I dress kind of, colorful.
Put frankly, the demise of a lot of these chicks. Because they look at it like, why is it that men, when they finally see these chicks hit the wall and they confess, like, man, I was wrong, they sit there and they feel a little bit of like, told you so.
And Lord 80S, Vato said not his rasa.
Oh, yeah. You talk about the Hispanic women. Yeah, there's some fine ass Hispanic women out there in Oakland too, bro.
Didn't you say Latina?
Yeah, Hispanic and Latina ain't the same thing though. It's two different things. Hispanic is more of the Mexico.
Well, Tia is the Mexicans, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. When he talking about Rasa, that's still Mexicans. When you say Latin, what you talking about? El Salvadorians and all them other
yeah, exactly.
Hondurans and see, Oakland is everything. So is what? Cambodian, Laotian, Vietnamese, everything.
And that's why I mentioned first before you went to the Tias that you got so many Asian aunties out there you can't miss. The Cambodian women, the Cambodian women love black men. The Vietnamese women love black men. The aunties are just looking for a boyfriend, a husband that they can go out with on poker night. That's really it.
Shout out to them. Fruitvale is Little Mexico. It ain't nothing but murals, taco trucks, and bars and Mexican restaurants and Mexican stores. So what used to be, I think that was Lucky's right there, is now some Mexican store now.
It's because on the journey there, the type of energy, the type of delusion that not only do those men hear and see, but they have to deal with personally is unbearable. The dating market, it's simply unbearable when you actually have to be a young man and you've gone through the experience of dealing with some of this firsthand. And listen, I don't promote holding on to anger or bitterness. You look, you learn, you observe, you figure out what you value in life, and you make the best out of life and find your peace. But again, moments like this right here, The caption of this post reads, remember this? When Michael B. Jordan reminded his old school bully they were never cool, these moments are satisfying to a lot of men.
got Michael B. Jordan, the director and the star of Creed 3. And,
This is the chick who, back in the day, unprovoked, talked about how they used to clown Michael B. Jordan back in school, call him corny, all types of stuff. Now she's here interviewing him about his success.
Yeah, I believe she said that on Decisions, talking to Weezy and Mandy about how corny Michael was. And now she's in front of him saying, these positive things. But I think this wasn't necessary. Your success is enough. But I wouldn't say nothing about him saying something about it. Shout out to him.
we go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay? No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say. I said we used to make fun of the name. But yeah, he is obviously killing things out here. Got Michael B.
She was uncomfortable. To this day, she's still talking about it. And success is the only revenge. Gentlemen, success is the only revenge. Right? It's the only revenge. That's it. You just got to focus, keep working. I'm not saying you should care what anybody thinks. This is bigger than women, right? This conversation. Anybody. Remember, success is the only revenge. You sit down, you focus, you work. You work and you watch people watch you rise. You keep silent. And I like that Michael B. Jordan doesn't really make comments about a lot of stuff. I don't think he ever has. I mean, you've seen someone like Lori Harvey make comments about suing platforms now that her life is falling apart, but nothing from Michael B. Jordan other than this particular situation. And then you had...
I wish he would have just been successful and not said that to her. But he has the right to say it to her, though. Because I think he just didn't want her playing in his face.
Got me a couple of dollars. Guess what I'm gonna do?
Shout out to Wanda for the Cash App. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We are only $30 away from meeting our goals, and we're running out of time, so I might not meet him again. I have not been meeting him lately. I ended the show earlier with what? $9? So y'all stop telling me you like me and all that other bullshit. What's going on, Gas Mask? And yeah, I don't really like the nerd thing and all this stuff. When I was in school, I hung out with everybody. I hung out with the so-called nerds. I hung out with the goths. I hung out with the Mexicans. I hung out with black folks. I hung out with everybody at the school. Because to me, we just all kids. I done been to a lot of different nationalities' house. Fijians, a little bit of everything. And the moms was really sweet to me until the dads came around. And the thing I think that used to be the issue when I was younger is that, especially when I was like 16, 17, they always thought I was grown. Who is this man? I'm your son's friend. We the same age. We go to school together. But the conversation there is what made me stop going to them people's houses. It wasn't my friend. My friend was always... In fact, I would see my friends later on. They'd be like, why you don't come to my house anymore? I said, we can hang out here. We can kick it and whatever else. But I'm never going back to your house, buddy. I'm cool on that. That shit used to be highly embarrassing. Sometimes I used to think I wasn't going to get up out of there. I'm like, who? But that's the dudes out here. Let me see. We got to open up the thing to see what it says. Who is this stuff? Oh yeah, shout out. Let's get that.
Thank you for the money. Cheese, Betty, the dough. Buddha, scratch, Skrilla, paper.
Shout out to Ronnie for giving me $5 close to the goal. We only $25 down. It's possible. It's possible. If I didn't have to talk with all these different people dealing with all this stuff out here, doing all this paperwork, I'd probably just stayed on earlier and did a long as like 12-hour shift or something. I don't necessarily need watch out. I think I need to just run a bunch of shorts at y'all right quick. Get some fresh blood over here. Hopefully that's what the shorts will do. But yeah, thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate it. Yeah, every little dollar counts. Don't take everybody to break themselves. And what we got in here? We got 30 people in the building. 5 more people with 5. We done met the goals. Yeah. Let me see. What am I looking for? This. And I got to stop acting like and that's why I say off a lot of panels and stuff. I don't want to talk about women or really dudes' idea of beauty and all this stuff. And I don't think everybody, like when I was younger and even kind of like now, I used to think the nerds was cool. I had a punter named Mark, little white kid that lived in the neighborhood. Had all the Star Wars stuff, the hovercrafts, C-3PO, R2-D2. He had all of it, everything. I used to go hang over his house. He used to be fascinated with it too. I didn't really understand it all like that. His excitement about that stuff made it exciting to me. His enthusiasm about it. And like I said, it's how we experience each other when you take away all of the boundaries.
Well, I'll say this, Nidish. I've always respected people with high intellect, right? Because there's nothing worse than being in school trying to get, a project, an essay done, and you're in a group of dumb niggas who don't know.
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, that's miserable, bro. Right? You might be the smartest nigga in the group, and you just a C+ ass. Nigga, for real. Let's just keep it real. You ain't no A+ nigga. So what you do is you go get you somebody you can bounce your intellect off of. Say you got a little, women are, when it comes to women are intellectually, women are far smarter than men.
Always have been.
Yeah, intellectually. So
yeah.
You go grab one of the little bookworm ass up, and you start to study with her, and before you know it, you start making progress and your grades look good for a change. Versus, with your homeboys and them, them shits below, y'all get them low ass scores, but you in summer school. It's really that simple.
Yeah. I'm trying to think back. In school, I had a lot of girls that liked me that I just didn't mess with. I don't think I've ever messed with any girl I went to school with. And they used to get pissed off with me. I was trying to talk to you all day. I'm like, why are you upset? And a couple of people live right by me.
I dig a lot of girls at my school, all my school, elementary all the way through high school. Shit. I remember my high school sweetheart when I went to the military, man.
Well, I was picky. In elementary school, I liked this one girl, and she didn't like me. I didn't tell nobody else in elementary. And it was girls that liked me in elementary. Let me see, junior high. I was moving around a lot during that junior high time. It's a blur. Like when I went to Street Academy, blur. When I went to Roosevelt, I liked this one girl who had an army around her. This is when I started thinking about who girls be with. She was cool with me. She would say hi to me and everything else. But I was talking to her one day, and I forget who dude was that was so angry and was trying to tell me that his partner liked her and some other stuff. This dude brought an army of people up to that school just because I was talking to her. But yeah, I don't think I've ever dated anybody from a school. When I was in school, I was messing with people that was not in my school. Probably neighbors or family members of dudes I knew, or I had to kind of like know you somehow. I'm trying to think all the time in my head if I ever just messed with somebody I just did not know at all. Oh yeah. A few. Because I remember the one girl I met at the I forget the name of that club. It was in Berkeley. That was a one night stand that we hollered at each other again, and my cousin went off on her. Then I finally found out why he went off on her. There's a lot of drama when I was younger. And even now, I see people, and it's really about the demeanor. And I just separate real life from this YouTube stuff. This YouTube stuff I have you not liking nobody. And I did well in school up until probably about 9th, 10th grade because I kept getting kicked out of schools. Because I was constantly the new kid. The only time I was in a school consistently was from elementary up until the 7th grade. After that, I was bouncing all around. And then a lot of times me and my cousins, everybody would go out. We'd be drinking or something. We'd meet a group of girls. We'd see the group of girls come back to wherever little spot we had and whatever else. And then folks would, veer off to rooms and inside of cars and blah, blah, blah. And now they calling all that stuff from back then a crime. I think I want to move forward off of this one. Let's move off of Kendra G sounding like Kevin Samuels yet again.
Wow.
Let me see. She is. She be sounding like Kevin.
A lot of people say that.
Let me see. We're going to just go over to it. This is about Candace Owens got a bag to debate Andrew Wilson.
Ooh.
Oh, we a little bit closer. A little bit closer to the goals. Let's see.
Got me a couple of dollars. Guess what I'm gonna do?
Shout out to B Snizzy for the $5 ball. I watched the challenge blow up live in class. I watched a Challenger. The car?
No, he's talking about the space shuttle. The whole world.
Oh,
was
the
in
shuttle,
class
the shuttle. Everybody
Every kid in
did, I
America
think.
was in class when that happened.
Yeah,
Watch.
yeah. I think, I remember.
That shit was horrible.
I forget
dog.
that it was called that. I thought it was called something else.
That shit was horrible, dog. Damn,
Yeah.
I remember that shit. Kids were traumatized all over the country.
But it don't take much to traumatize them though, right?
Now you can traumatize a child easily.
Yeah. Because I remember we almost had to shut the school down when Michael Jackson got his hair burnt. The girls were just crying and needed to be held. The teacher was crying and needed to be held because of that Pepsi commercial with him and Manuel Lewis. And I think what's his name was in it too? Carlton. What's his name? Damn. It sounds French. Ribeiro. What is Carlton
Alfonso
name?
Ribeiro.
Alfonso Ribeiro. Yeah. Well, it sounds Latino.
The gay guys have taken the name Alfonso. You can't name your kid that anymore.
I like to see him play like a serious hard role.
Nobody would take him seriously.
What do you think about the Senator Lorenz Tate on I think that was Power?
I've never seen an episode of Power.
I only seen the clips. Because I stopped watching it. I think I probably watched the first season.
I can't watch nigga shit, man. I've never seen Power or what's that other John when everybody was in jail?
Oz.
Yeah, I didn't never seen that. Or the one from Baltimore.
Oz was extreme. The Wire.
Yeah, I haven't seen one. I saw one episode of The Wire. One.
I probably saw whenever they got to the docks, that's when I stopped watching The Wire. Some of these shows jumped the shark. Like
shit ain't embarrassing to you, yo?
Why would it be? They're acting.
But still,
I don't take their listen, if Arnold Schwarzenegger can shoot up everything in the room and nobody talking about Austrians, why is it when we do it, it's us personally?
But yeah, but when we imitate everybody else, we don't have to do that. We can just because everybody else doing dumb shit don't mean we got to do it.
It is a prequel to The Godfather that's out right now called The Offer. Have you seen that?
No.
It's talking about when they was trying to make The Godfather, Italians approached these executives and was like, "You're not finna embarrass us and make a." The mob approached them and told them that.
Wow.
The mob didn't want them to make that mob movie. That's what that movie is about. The making of The Godfather. That's what the movie is. They should make a movie about the making of The Mac, because this story is just as fascinating. Because they said that the Panthers was trying to stop the Mac from being made, that the pimps was paying for the Mac to be made. It has a very interesting. I've heard the story. They can make a movie out of that. We don't do that though for some reason.
You know, they should have made a movie about, but they'll never will. This boy named Theodore Edmonds.
They could.
He's from Compton. This nigga had more coke money than anybody you ever seen on any of those documentaries or any.
They could, but don't they got 1,000 of those already though?
Yeah, but this nigga was bigger than all them cats, man. He was the man. Period.
Right, so he just has a little bit more money, but they got 1,000 of those. You got White Boy Rick, you got the Ricky Freeway Rick story, then you got Snowfall. It's 1,000 of them stories.
I think I know why there's no story about him though.
People ain't got the rights, or they ain't wrote a book.
No, this dude, he didn't really have no team that you could go interview and get all his details. So it was like him and his wife and one bitch in Philly. And the chick in Philly, he put $1 million hit out on her head when she snitched.
All you need to do is write a book about that and get somebody buy the rights and make it. Ain't that complicated?
There's nobody you can get the details from except for like a handful of niggas.
Well, then that's why you can't have the damn story. If ain't nobody talking, then he'll go down as,
I'm literally saying
mythological. No, I thought you were saying that the story is known and they ain't made a movie about it.
It's not known.
Oh well, these stories I'm talking about is clearly known. I don't know if you was here earlier when I was playing that Oakland story, right?
Yeah.
When they went through the details of all them different people, they can make that movie quick, easy.
Yeah.
And it could be just as exciting as Snowfall or The Wire and the other stuff. Because at the end of the day, almost everybody lost in The Wire. At the end of the day, almost everybody lost in Snowfall.
They made
a movie. The movie with you was talking about earlier, Power. I think the white boy is the only one that really survived all of that. But see, 50 is smart, so he made a prequel about a character from the story. So it stopped being about Ghost and it started being about Kanan.
You know what book I gotta read again? I gotta read True to the Game. True to the Game is the best gangster novel ever written, bro.
I don't know if I remember True to the Game. I remember being young reading Iceberg Slim, Donald Goins, what's his name? Khalil Gibran. We read the George Jackson prison letters, whatever, all the stuff today.
So all through the prison system, right? Everybody had that shit under their bunk, all that bullshit.
Yeah.
And I promise you, when Terry Woods wrote that book, True to the Game, she literally single-handedly buried all those niggas in the prison system. People stopped reading their books and started reading hers. I was there when it happened. Trust me, that chick is a monster. She's from my block.
I don't believe the things you say. You're an extremist.
I'm an extremist.
Yeah.
You know what that means, right?
That you over exaggerate.
No, that means I just made all that shit up.
No, that don't mean you're a liar. It means
No.
you over exaggerate.
No, I'm not over exaggerating at all. When she dropped her book,
I hear young motherfuckers talking about Donald Goins today. As if it's all brand new. I hear motherfuckers talking about they just remade the damn Mac. Everything old is new again. Her book was called True. Her book was called what? True what?
True to the Game.
True to the Game. That should be a movie.
They made a corny ass movie about it. It was ridiculous. They offered her the what was that group Lil Wayne was a part of? They offered to make
Young
a movie
Money?
about it. Yeah, and then
Young Money?
No, before that. The one before that.
The Hot Boys.
One of them motherfuckers. Somebody was supposed to make.
Yeah, the Hot Boys was Lil Wayne, BG, Juvenile.
Right.
Turk.
It never happened. It was supposed to happen in the late 90s, and it never happened. And then they waited like 4 or 5 more years. She already had like 3 more sequels to the book, and then they tried to make a movie about the first book. None of the actors from Philly, none of them could act like Philly niggas. It was corny. It was the most driest gangster movie I've ever seen. The worst.
Okay,
Horrible, dog.
Everybody don't know how to direct and do whatever.
They took the best story ever and fucked it all up.
What's going on, Polo Bear? I can't remember all those kind of books I read like that because I try to block them. I don't want to remember Mac and Gangsters or Horror's Son. Or I don't want to remember them books in my head like when I was younger. Because that's why I say when I was younger, I was out of my mind.
Shorty carried us behind the wall for years, man. She's a fucking icon. I love her to death. She introduced me to my baby mom.
Oh, you know this person.
Matter of fact, she was the chick that was on the steps with me when Black Lives Matter came on my block marching. Not Black Lives Matter, but the original Black Lives Matter. Mothers Against Drug Dealers. When they came marching up my block yelling out my address, she was sitting on the step with me. Oh, shit. She was embarrassed as shit.
Yeah, I can't remember a bunch of them books.
Yo, you remember Mothers Against? You remember MAD? Remember them white T-shirts with MADD on them?
Yes.
That shit was wild,
yo. We had a few. We had
that shit jumped off on my block.
We had Just Say No with Nancy Reagan. We had MAD. We had See Dolores Tucker.
You remember Guardian Angels with the red berets?
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy.
I think that the dude I used to hear the most from, his name was Curtis Sliwa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the one we used to see on like Geraldo and all them other places that was sitting on them trains trying to fight people and do karate with them. I think he got shot one time too.
Damn.
Because he's trying to do that hand-to-hand combat all the time.
What revolutionary has been shot?
What time is it? Oh yeah, we running out of time. Let's see what this whole thing about what's her name? Candace Owens having a debate with Andrew Wilson. That means Andrew Wilson elevated, right?
Yeah, Candace Owens is on top of the game right now.
Yeah. Let's see.
She made the right move at the right time. And that shit.
What, marrying the white dude?
No, that was. I don't know if that helped her career. She was somebody before that. But when she hopped on that Charlie Kirk's conspiracy wave and then ran with it, she dominated that whole lane because she hopped on it first and then was consistent with it. So that her numbers went through the fucking roof when she did that. She was suffering a little bit before that. Not suffering, but slipping back a little bit.
Yeah. Now let me remember.
That's
I
a
done forgot
bad
how much money I'm
motherfucker.
supposed to be
Candace
trying to
Owens
get.
is bad as hell.
She cool.
No, she ain't cool.
Let me see. Is she on this one?
That chick is a
I
dime
think she on this
all day.
one. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Nah, it ain't no beholder.
Together.
It's about to go down.
A nickel bag gets sold in the park. I want in.
Tell them to bring me my money.
If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Oh, honey, I got to get my hands on some.
And then I'm gonna get that money. I approach him with my
I like that. I want to just, I need that.
I take your money.
That lady right there is fine. She look good, don't get me wrong, but fine. Like I was looking at her show the other day, arguing about Lena Horne is a white woman, and y'all try to act like she black.
She is mixed.
But I don't know why they were so passionate about how white she is.
Man. Wasn't she adopted or something? She one of them chicks that is unsure. Wait a minute. I'm thinking, let me make sure I got the right person's story. Let me look this shit up.
Let me see. Let's get back to it.
You just unmute.
I did. I literally just sat down and saw you pop me up. That was
So I just started in my spiel and then my connection went to complete shit. So I don't know if you heard any of it. Am I about to piss off YouTube on this channel again?
by doing what specifically? I went and got a pint, dude. I stepped out for a second.
All right, I'm gonna put you in back then. I'm gonna restart my little monologue. Feel free to let yourself up if you want to like flash the warning signs at me.
We're going to skip past the monologue. That's Andrew. Okay.
His interview with Charlie, the sniz incident.
Is she attractive? She looks attractive.
I don't know.
Gay. Was she attractive? She looks attractive.
I don't know.
Gay.
So the answer is yes, she's attractive. And anybody who's not terrified of their wife would be able to recognize that. The guy he's talking to, if you don't know Patrick Bet-David,
she looks attractive.
If you don't know who he is, Patrick Bet-David is from Valuetainment. I really like the guy. I have a lot of respect for him. I think that he's a very skillful interviewer. I've never seen him moderate a debate, but I think that he's a very skillful interviewer. So I'm sure that he'll be a good debate moderator. Now, who will win? I don't know. Maybe y'all in the chat can help me out. The things that I've heard.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of his interviews. He's pretty serious. I think he won't. I don't think he'll be biased.
So far, basically, can be summed up as this. Candace has a video of some dude crawling that's kind of sucky. And homeboy apparently dropped a 30-06 in his pants, which I don't believe at all because I've shot a 30-06. Actually, I fucking broke my nose on a 30-06 because I'm retarded. And I bought a gun from a neighbor. This was years ago, who was shorter than me, a lot shorter than me. And I was so excited to get out and shoot it that I didn't bother to slide the scope forward. Pop! Caught the whole scope right on my nose, broke it. I did make it right in the front O of the Coors can. So it was a perfect shot, but it did break my nose. But it was at least the third time I've broken my nose. So at that point, it's not that big a deal anymore. Anyways, my point is that I looked this up yesterday. The smallest commercially available 30-06 is still 40. It was 4 foot 1 inch long. That's
Damn.
still a gun that's longer than a small person. So even if you disassemble it into two, you still have an 18-inch barrel minimum. That's the legal requirement before it becomes a sawed-off, and you need a special permit for it. So we're talking about dragging a huge piece of tubing and stock around in your pant. Like you wouldn't be able to bend even the tallest guy would not be able to bend his leg with a disassembled 30-06 shoved in his waistband. That sounds like nonsense to me. I've just caught bits and pieces of Andrew's position. From what I can tell, Andrew's basically going, nuh-uh, prove it. Nuh-uh, prove it. I don't have an ashtray in here.
So we want to fast forward a little bit into where we start seeing Candace. Okay, still Andrew.
Offer of me paying $300,000.
I'm sorry. I gotta back this up. I'm getting messages from my daughter. She needs fucking back to school money. I need to do a better job of grifting. Hey, there we go. We got 250 joules laughing disco. Guys, you know what? Hold on. I gotta respond to my daughter. How much do you need? I'm sorry. This is an unexpected interruption, but you all know what's most important is not you guys. It's my daughter.
No,
Okay.
I would have ignored it.
You don't have the same relationship.
And Katie's texting me the same thing.
Yo, you're doing your show. There's no force in nature that would stop that. Stop that show, no, unless your mother is like in the middle of heart surgery.
Yeah, I would stop my show for anybody in my family if they got an important call from me. I wouldn't pause. I would ask them blah blah blah, and if it's something serious, I end this bitch. But then again, I'm not popular like Flo.
It had to be something serious.
Well, yeah, I don't think people call me with BS. So yes, it would be serious.
Lucky you.
And then sometimes where I think they should have called me, they didn't call me. Like one of my cousins passed away. Nobody even called me. Said nothing about
Damn,
it.
that's crazy.
2 years ago, and he way younger than me. He probably was like in his 30s, late 30s.
That's wild, yo.
And even when somebody told me about it the other day, they didn't even tell me exactly what it was. They just said it was 2 years ago. Which to me, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is a little nuts.
Let's get back and see if Candace pop up on here.
To where it just looks gross. But he didn't have that self-awareness. He did. Anyways, let's get back to this. Oh, and I've got donos coming in for the daughter. When the 20 minutes is up, which we got 13 minutes left, I'll thank everybody at once. But just a reminder, my daughter's hitting me up for money for back to school supplies. I told her that she has until 7:50. Any donos that I get in between now and 7:50, I'll send her the money. Otherwise, I don't know. She'll have to look for broken pencils and try to bite the wood off and make it into a point. I got pocket knives around here she can use to sharpen if she needs to. It'll be ghetto, but she'll survive.
I will never forget that and still have my disagreements with him. But I always thought TPUSA did way more good than it did harm to the conservative movement.
Of course you do. Of course you do. They're paying you.
But I will never forget.
Now, TBUSA, that's the Charlie Kirk thing, right? That his wife is now leading?
Turning point, whatever.
Yeah.
Turning point.
The series of TikTok invasions I did post Charlie's death, only to watch the lunatic left laughing.
1 second, y'all. We have a guest. Protect yourself at all costs.
Come on in. Grand Rising Queen. Shine like you mean. Forever may you gleam. You are everything.
Foundation.
Hello. Thank you for having me. Came by to say
Yes,
hi.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We are listening to the beginning. I think I'm gonna end early though because I got stuff to do. Of the debate between Candace Owens and Andrew Wilson.
Oh, okay, okay.
I think they're having a discussion about Charlie Kirk.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I know how I feel about that, so I am gonna let y'all have that one. But I did want to come up and say hey. That's it.
Hello.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'll talk to you later.
All right. Yeah.
And mocking and having the time of their lives watching the spiral of chaos that came after. It was enraging, to say.
Nobody was having more of a time of their life than Andrew displaying these people to get money. Like, let's be real. Andrew was having the time of his life. He took a bag in.
At least. I know I'm not a very nice man. I get that.
Oh man, Andrew is
But I am a very
hilarious to
kind
me.
man.
But they say he's serious.
It was enraging, to say the least. I know I'm not a very nice man. I get that. But I am a very kind man. I lamented many
Virtue Sigma.
Let me get a 1 in the chat for people. You know what? Hold on. This deserves a. I am a kind man. We can put this to the test. Is Andrew Wilson gay? Wait a second. A kind man. Yes. Nope. All right, there's a poll on screen. Type 1 for yes, type 2 for no. Is Andrew Wilson a kind man? We got 1 yes in right out the gate.
God awful the family and friends of Charlie must feel about what happened to him after he died. Trying to find some new normal under intense media scrutiny, balancing duty and obligation with remorse, regret, and overwhelming sadness. My stated objective for my platform, The Crucible, has been unwavering, and I've never strayed from its goal. Destroy the left. Take them on everywhere on their own turf, outside their turf, at their events, in their safe spaces. Challenge them everywhere and destroy their ideas. Be unrelenting, never stop, and not one step back.
This doesn't have anything to do with Candace, though. She's not the left. He's not This is actually right-wing infighting entirely. I don't know why he's virtue signaling and he's marketing as if he's attacking the left, but he's not. He's attacking the right.
This woman, Candace, has been terrorizing both the widow of Charlie Kirk and the organization he left behind. It's obvious her stated goal is to destroy the largest conservative college and high school outreach program currently in existence.
Okay, so he's gonna try to make her into the left. Okay.
Do I disagree with a lot of TPUSA ideas? I do. I would rather try to change them, though, than burn down the only organization in my lifetime to really get a foothold in academia, the thing conservatives have wanted for 60 years. In the following weeks, I will be relentlessly attacked from the Candace Owens cult for
First of all, disagreeing with Andrew about what the fuck happened at a shooting is not attacking. It's not trying to destroy the right. It doesn't make
It does. It's not that, but I think I'm gonna stop that because I'm gonna not be able to give it a proper whatever. I'll just do it on another show because I gotta get to some things. Any last words from you, Lord ADS, or you, Reese?
Great show tonight.
No, man, I'm chilling. I'll see you next time.
Yes, y'all. Y'all be good. Had a great rest of y'all day.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Let's get over here. Hey, I didn't meet my goals, but thank y'all for the people that support the channel. I appreciate everything you have done for me. Other than that, please be great.
We'll shut this motherfucker down!
That's all, folks.